please answer the question. Let me know. Do orishas reincarnate? Do they reincarnate? Do orishas reincarnate in this life? Let me know. Okay. I have students here. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. What's the name of this person? Big 2 Nathaniel said, he loves what he's saying. I assume you are male. Nathaniel sounds like a male, masculine name. The person said they love what they are saying and they are here for the first time. Thank you so much for joining us. You are here for the first time. Click on the plus sign to follow. Head over to YouTube. Our YouTube channel contains past live streamings, previous live streamings that we have done. Replays is available on our YouTube channel. Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. You can copy. If you have any personal questions, you need any spiritual assistance or services, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. And the topic of today is reincarnation. So, yes. For those that answer the questions, do orishas reincarnate? Thank you so much. The answer is yes. Now, you see this particular question or this particular subtopic we're about to discuss. I've discussed this in the presence of a couple of Ifa priests and priestesses, and their feathers are ruffled. People feel very uncomfortable with it. They are a certain kind of way. Tell them to bring where are they? Okay, you have it, right? I want you to open somewhere in this book. Take this book. I want you to open one Odù Ifá Iworiodi. I will get the page. It's because that book is not numbered in a way that you can get it. Odù Ifá Iworiodi. Odi is the Oracle 75. That's like chapter 75 on that book. If you find it, please let me know. Yeah, 75. Iworiodi is the Odù. Take it so that you can continue using this. Yeah. Odù Ifá Iworiodi. So Odù Ifá Iworiodi is the Odù Ifá that we'll be making reference to as we answer this question. So like I said, I've discussed this with a couple of Babalawos and they're like, no. Orishas don't reincarnate. What are you saying? Are you saying now that people that are working in this life now, we have Orishas working in this life? So you want to say now that my son can be an Orisha, can be reincarnating as an Orisha, and my daughter can reincarnate as an Orisha? Someone says, what's the price of the Itefa? Please, that's YouTube. Copy the WhatsApp number that is on your screen. Copy the WhatsApp number that will pop up on YouTube. Just post it again and then send a message. You will receive the breakdown of the entire Itefa process, right? So they said, no. Are you now saying that Baba can be an Orisha? So you're saying that Oshun can be among us now? I said, I'm not saying that. It's not me, it's Odù Ifá. And I'm grateful to Elédùmarè that the book I'm about to read from is not me that wrote it. Because if it's the book that I wrote, people will say, oh, she went to put it there just to make herself feel good. No, we're reading a book that has been written and published like several years ago. Let me even see when the book was published. First published what year? First published, they're supposed to write here. Where is the year? 1995 was the first issue. Right, 1995 was first issue. Some Gen Z in the comment section were not even born. 1995 was first issue. Short it be in 1995. Short it be any 1995. Any 1995. Want it be? I will not see that by there. Some want it be. I want to be by 1995, so it's okay. So 1995 is when they first published this book, so that you know that it doesn't have anything to do with me, right? So Odù Ifá Iworiodi is the Odù Ifá we'll read. Let's read the Odù Ifá first. Let's see what Ifá has to say about does Orisha reincarnate. Iworiodi establishes the Ifa's concept of rebirth and immortality. Wọ́n ní kò sí abiyamọ tí kò lè bí awo lọ́mọ. Kò sí abiyamọ tí kò lè bí Ọ̀rúnmìlà bàbá ẹni. Bí ó bá ti bí ni ní pípé, bó pẹ́ títí á tún bí bàbá ẹni lọ́mọ. Yèyé ẹni bó bá ti bí ni ní pípé, bó pẹ́ títí á tún bí yè ẹni lọ́mọ. Adífá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà tí ó wí pé òun máa mú ọ̀run bọ̀ wá sí ayé, òun á sì mú ayé lọ sí ọ̀run. Kí ó bá lè ṣeé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ dandan, wọ́n ní kí ó rú ohun gbogbo ní méjì méjì, akọ àti abo kan báyìí, àgbò kan, àgùntàn kan, òbúkọ kan, ewúrẹ́ kan, àkùkọ adìyẹ kan àti àgbébọ̀ adìyẹ kan àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ó gbọ́, ó rúbọ, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ayé sì ń bẹ tí wọ́n sì ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ títí di òní. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Let me read that in Yoruba, in English. Ifa says there is no childbearing woman who cannot give birth to an Ifa priest. Ifa says there is no childbearing woman who cannot give birth to Orunmila, our father. There is no childbearing woman that cannot give birth to Orunmila. You don't need to be a special woman before you give birth to Orunmila. Every woman of childbearing age stands a chance to give birth to Orunmila, our father, again. He says there is no childbearing woman who cannot give birth to Orunmila, our father. If he gives birth to us all in full, inevitably we shall in turn give birth to him. Orunmila came to this world and he bore children. If Orunmila came into this world and bore children, meaning there is a human person that had children, we can also give birth to Orunmila, which establishes the fact that the moment you can be born, you can also be reincarnated. As long as I can give birth to children, I can also in turn be born by a child back into this world. Let me read that again. If he gives birth to us in full, inevitably we shall in turn give birth to her. This Ifa oracle was consulted for Orunmila. Orunmila was the one that went to do a divination. Orunmila said he wants to bring Orun to Aye and Aye back to Orun. Orunmila said he wanted reincarnation. He wanted to build a circle. Orun can come to Aye, Aye can go to Orun, and it will continue like that. Orun is loosely defined as heaven. Aye is loosely defined as earth. So Orunmila came to make a divination that you see those souls and spirits that has gone to Orun, I want to be able to bring them back into I want them to be able to come back into this earth. I want the ones on this earth to be able to come back to Orun, and let the circle continue like that. He came to make a divination. He was told he came to make a divination so that he can bring the heaven down to earth and he could take the earth back to heaven. In order for this mission to be accomplished, he was asked to offer everything in twos, one male, one female. In this order, one male ram, one I don't know how they pronounce that thing, but it's spelled E-W-E. One he-goat, one she-goat, one cock, one hen, and so on. Orunmila heeded this advice and performed the sacrifice. Thus, the earth became fruitful and multiplied greatly, and Orun, heaven, was taken to earth, and earth was taken to heaven in that continuous order. Odù Ifá Ìwòrì méjì ló sọ. It's not me that said it. It's Oracle 75, page 186 of this book, Sacred Ifa Oracle. You can also pick it up and read it. With that being said, like my husband will always say, with that being said, this is a question that trips people up. It's a question that gets people uneasy. I get it. I know how we want to mystify the memories of our orishas, and we think so. What is going on in our brain most of the time is that our orishas are very sacred, very holy, very powerful, that we cannot even imagine them being born as a child into this world. We feel that this world is too big for them to happen. Like the next person you are looking at, you don't even want to think of the person as an orisha. I get that. I get you. I understand how religion has made you think of deities and orishas in that way. But the truth is this: they were just human beings, yeah, with a powerful mission, but emphasis on the fact that they express life as a human person. And Ifa did not give us the definition of our orishas as perfect, holy. They are so big, they cannot be here, they can't touch the ground, nobody can speak to them, they are just in a separate way. That is religion. Unlearn it. Unlearn it. It's religion that mystifies things like that and just makes it. No, unlearn it. It's a misconception, is a lie. Unlearn it. I know it sounds humble, it sounds sacred, it sounds like you're empowering spirit beings. Just drop it. Orishas lived and expressed themselves in this human life as human beings. They came here, they were born, they lived, they got married, they had children, they make mistakes, they did Ifa divination to get instructions, they went with the instructions sometimes, they failed in the instructions sometimes, they had unfinished business, and they come into life several times again to complete their mission or to rewrite the ones that they did that was not wrong. That was wrong. Please, are you a moderator on, what's it called, on YouTube? Okay, somebody, I need to report somebody on YouTube. Yeah. I need to report. There's somebody, if you are a, what's it called, if you are a moderator, please remove that person's comment. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it can be reported. They said you should report. I'm doing that right now. Please do that so that I can continue what I'm doing. So this is the way it is. They live through this life. They have unfinished business. They have come back to finish the business. And Ifa says it doesn't even take a special case for them to be back into this life. It doesn't take a special somebody. As long as you're a woman of childbearing age, you can give birth to an Ifa priest. You can give birth to Orunmila again. Orunmila can reincarnate through you. You can be the one to bring Orunmila back into this world again. Right? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't need any special something like that. Right? So you just need to, it's just something that has happened based on the fact that, okay, this is who you are. This is what is going on with you, and you are able to do that. Are you not? No, it's still coming up. Okay, I think I found it. I found it. All right, I did. Thank you so much. Right, so anybody can. So that is the simple answer to the question, does Orisha reincarnate, is a yes. It is a yes. Orishas are reincarnating from one generation to another. They are reincarnating. So you need to look at, and like I said, when people reincarnate, they reincarnate within their lineage. So look at the lineage for people that can, you know, that have gone into history to know, oh, this is where Shango came from. Shango was a king of Oyo Empire, old Oyo Empire. So that's their lineage. That's where Shango came from. So if Shango is reincarnating, that is where he's likely to reincarnate from. Check the lineage of Oshun. Check the lineage of Ishu. Check the lineage of Orunmila. Check the lineage of Ella. Check the lineage of Oya, Oba. Every Orisha we have. Check their lineages. They are coming back to fulfill. Their work is not a one-time thing. They come back to continue what they used to do before. They come back to fix the ones that they messed up. They come back to complete. I don't want to even use the word complete, but continue is the word. To continue where they stopped. They are still around here. Now, why is it, how will I put it? Why is it difficult, let me use that word, for us to accept or for us to relate with? Is because we think of reincarnation as a photocopy of life. Oh, if Orunmila is reincarnating in this life, we should be able to see Orunmila and recognize, the way they describe. I mean, I'm grateful that Ifa doesn't even give us pictures. Everybody is just speculating. Nobody has a picture like Jesus. People have the picture of that actor as the reflection of Jesus. We don't have. We only have descriptions. Oh, handsome, muscular. It's just description that we have, right? So we can have that. They can exist like that, but a lot of us cannot resonate with it, because when we think about issue, we have a certain picture in our head. And if they are going to reincarnate, they have to have that certain picture. Their life has to be in that certain way. No. Like I told you, I explained to you with the books what reincarnation is. People are reincarnating in this life as Orisha. They have picked the parts of that Orisha that needs to be fulfilled in this life, alongside with their own Ayomo and Ipin of the person that they are, because they are expressing this life as a different person, with the same unfinished work of that Orisha, with the same body of that Orisha, with the same energy of that Orisha, coming to build something new in this life. But 70% of them is that Orisha. When you look at them closely, when you study them, when you understand them, when you break their Odù, you see it. And a lot of us think that when Orishas lived on this earth, it was just a small circle and they were just all together. Shango was in this house, Oya was in the next door, Ogun was 4 houses away, Oshun lived down the street. Like, no, there was a life. It was a life. They traveled across places and met each other. And other people were in that life with them. Other people were there in that life with them. It was not just them that existed. It's the same thing we have in life. Other people are existing with them in life. They have siblings. They are born the way you and I are born. And they are going through life and they are living life. Now, is it possible for someone to know if they are reincarnating an Orisha? Definitely. Definitely, without ambiguity. If you pick up your Odù Ifá and they break down your Odù Ifá, it will be there. It's written there. Imagine somebody whose Odù Ifá is coming up as this Odù that we just read. That is a clear sentence of this is who you are. Some people around them will see the signs. Someone like me, when I started on my journey, people see me, people identify me, people see certain things. They are trying to make 2 and 2. They're trying to make 4 out of 2 plus 2. When I eventually was ready and I met the person that was going to do my Itefa, before I did the Itefa, he had a lot of things to say. This man at the other side, this Babalawo, use it now. That's the essence of having it. This Babalawo at the other side there, he was there the day we were having the conversation. The first time I met the Baba that was going to do my Itefa for me. He had a lot to say about my reincarnated life. He is also a reincarnated soul. He recognized me from social media, reached out to me. I don't mention his name for privacy purposes. He's not somebody that is a social media person. But if I explain to you who his 2 other friends are, I mention them. They are public figure. They have a 3-fold friendship, a big friend. Baba Ibo and Professor Wande and Bibola, those are his circle of friends. So you already have an idea the kind of person that he is. And he was one that reached out to me through my video that they had seen on Facebook. Someone had taken one of my videos to Facebook. And he saw it. He followed the number, I think it was a phone number that he had followed. And then he reached out to me, telling me that, he has been waiting for us to see in this lifetime. You know, when someone reaches out to you and says, from the other world, though, we used to know each other, and I've been waiting for you to see you in this lifetime. I mean, that would sound very creepy to somebody that is not of full understanding of spirituality. So I went to meet him, and that day we had a lot to talk about. We had a lot to say. What are you doing? It's not off. No, it's not supposed to. Is this one off? Is it green? Look at it. Does that mean it's not working? No, it should be red. It's when it's in use, just take it out. Once it's in use, it will change. Just use it. So, he had a lot to say that day. We went to his house for hours. We were talking, and I was grateful to Elédùmarè that somebody that had known me for years, that had known me even before Ifá journey, was there with me that day. So as the Baba was speaking, I was looking at the face of the guy that went with me. I was looking at his face, and we would smile. So after a while, Baba said, why are you smiling? What I'm saying, is it not true? I said, it's true. It's even shocking that you know this much about my life. And he had not met me before. He has not done a divination for me before. But of course, I knew that, oh, this is a journey that didn't start here. And then when we now went further to do the Itefa, you know, he was able to give me full information about what was going on, you know, questions I had about myself, things I had noticed about myself. Because I didn't have knowledge of Ifa, I didn't know where to place it. He was able to break it down for me. The Egbe that I belong to, the position in the Egbe, the person that was passing the baton of life to me. He in fact gave me the name. He named me after that particular person because every information there was glaring. It was just there. You would just find it. So for every other person too that is happening in this life in that form, you will see them, you would recognize them. They are Odù, we say it. The people that are around them with that level of spiritual intuition and understanding will see it. They will know it. And you will see them live the life. It's not something you aspire to be. It's not like you come into this life and you say, oh, I want to be Ogun. I want to be Shango. No, it's not something that is not an aspiration. It's who you are. You are happening in this life like that. And every other thing about your life flows naturally like that. Naturally. It is not something you have come to learn. It's not something you want to grow and nurture. It is at its peak at every time. It's not something that gets better as you learn it. It's just a constant K in your life. You cannot increase it. You cannot reduce it. You can only tell yourself, I don't want to do it. But the moment you start to do it, you are doing it at the best capacity. It's either you are not doing it or you are doing it. It is not, I don't know how to explain this to you if you get it. It's not an ability that you grow. That part of the Orisha you are reincarnating. Take for instance, you are reincarnating Osoyin or any other Orisha that has to do with healing and plants. The information about plant healing, you are born with it. You will do it without anybody teaching you. You don't need to go to school to understand it better. It's happening through you. It's not something you chose. The person that owns the gift is literally living through you. It's like a puppet. You put your hand into it and you push it like this, you push it like that. It is not the puppet that is choosing to turn his head this way. You are the one that is happening through the puppet, and you are pushing it like this. So it's either you are pushing your hand through the puppet or you are not pushing it. The puppet cannot learn how to open his mouth and close it. It can only do what you are doing. So it's either you want to do it or you don't want to do it. Those are the evidences that you see in the life of somebody that is just happening in life like that as an Orisha. So I guess that's answered the question. But let's see what I have written here. So I talked about the whole Odù. I wrote the Odù here. I read it out for you again. So the question, do Orishas reincarnate, is already answered here. And whenever you need an answer to something, I tell people, just go into the Odù Ifá. Go and look for what Odù Ifá says. The Odù Ifá says there is no woman who cannot give birth to an Ifá priest. There is no woman who cannot give birth to Orunmila himself, because Orunmila is cycling through bloodline. He returns as an ancestor, as a parent, as a child, as a grandchild. They are cycling through life. Now, Odù Ifá speaks of the mission, the reason that had to happen. Orunmila said so that they can bring this heaven to the earth and take the earth back to heaven. That is reincarnation. Reincarnation was the reason for that. That Odù Ifá is the Odù Ifá that birthed reincarnation, that established why reincarnation had to be. We talked about that last week. To be able to bring the unfinished things in Orun back into this earth and take the ones that has been done back into Orun, like that. And that was what Orunmila established. So this Odù Ifá tells us that Orunmila, like every other Orisha, is eternal. Orunmila is reincarnating. Every other Orisha is reincarnating. Think of it this way. Orunmila is the Orisha of wisdom, of knowledge, of understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is eternal. Orunmila is expressing itself at every point through human life. Through the hands of your grandfather, through the voice of your mother, through your own Ori, if you are reincarnating in that line. So when people ask you, do Orishas reincarnate? The answer is yes, constantly. If you have done your Isenitaye, Akosejaye, and you are reincarnating as an Orisha, you will be told there You will be named. It will be told of you there. You will be. If they pick an Ifa name for you, you will hear it in your Ifa name. Now, let me explain this to you. My Ifa name is Awobamikefa. Now, let me break that name down to you. Awobamikefa. Now, the person in that description, there is Awo are Ifa priests and priestesses. Those are the Awo. To care something is to take care of something, to pamper something, to care for something, to spoil, Akebaje, when they say okay omobaje, they have spoiled the person, like in a good way. Excuse me. That's what care means. So what is Awo? Awo is caring. What are they caring? What are they caring for? They are caring for an Ifa of somebody. Awobamikefa. So I am the owner of the Ifa. Awos are surrounding me to help me take care of the Ifa. That name already spells what that person is here to do. If that person is reincarnating, who they are reincarnating, which is why I said there is nothing in Yoruba land that is just coincidence. There is nothing like that. Everything in Yoruba land, including our language, particularly our language, is deeply rooted in our spirituality. That's why you will not find stone as a name in Yoruba land. Nobody will name their child Shibi. Shibi is spoon. Nobody will name their child Igbo. Igbo is forest. But you have that in the other side of the universe, or the other side of the planet Earth. You don't have that here. Everything about us is deeply rooted. If your Itefa was done the way it's supposed to be done, your Akosejari was done the way it's supposed to be done, your Ifa name, Jokoti, sit down. You see now, let me explain. When I say emphasis on the way it's supposed to be done, I don't want to delve much into this because I don't want it to look like an attack against some people or something. But when you are picking Ifa name, it's not something that you just... It's not if I hear me, I just feel like naming you that. No, it is inside your Odù. It is inside the Odù that is that Odù that is going to give you that name. It's not something that somebody just feels like giving you. It is inside that Odù. You will find it there. And you will find the story, the iton behind that name. The reason that name was given. Mrs. O Forever, thank you so much for that gift. Kina, thank you so much for that. It will be written there. You will find it and you will be able to understand what it is. So when I'm speaking of myself because, it's my name. I don't know what your Ifa name is. If I do, I'll be able to help you break it down and tell you X, Y, Z, ABC. Somebody is asking a question or commenting on YouTube. The person says, yours applied now. Can you be a follower or you want to be followed? Everyone on this planet is an avatar, is agreed to protect the planet. I find all the people that are okay. This person has a lot to say that is not making sense to me. But thank you so much for your comment. I really don't understand where your comment is coming from, so I don't know how to answer you. So if you have a specific question, please ask it in a very simple way that is easy for me to understand as it's relating to this topic. If it is outside of this topic, just send a message on the WhatsApp number that is posted on your screen and ask the question so that we don't go outside of what we're teaching. So you will find it there. You will find it there. You will find it in that your Odù. This is who this person is. This is who this person is reincarnating. Somebody had also asked me at a particular time that, is it possible please check the screen on YouTube. Okay. Is it possible for more than one person to reincarnate an Orisha in a lifetime? Now, you need to know the difference between you are reincarnating, an Orisha is being reincarnated, and somebody is carrying the energy of an Orisha. Now, they are defined in two ways. They are physical people that walk this earth, right? Physical human people that walked on this earth. That's who they are on one side. They are energies and spirits that is still existing amongst us, who we give ebo to. When you give your ebo to Ogun, you are not giving your ebo to the physical Ogun, the human Ogun person that lived this earth, that was married to another Orisha, that had children. When you give your ebo to Shango, you are not giving ebo to the physical Shango that was the king of the Oyo Empire at some point. No, you are giving your ebo to the energy and the spirit that Orisha carries, which is an extension of Olodumare. So when you need Olodumare to show up for you as protection on a journey, you give ebo to Ogun. You are giving ebo to the energy and the spirit of Ogun that is an extension of Olodumare in terms of protection. That's different. Now, different people can carry that energy. That is why when you do your Itefa and this, oh, this is the Orisha that, you know, take for instance, somebody that their Odù Ifá is Ogunda Meji is their Odù Ifá, their Orisha is already Ogun, we know. They are working with the energy of Ogun. That is an energy. That is not a reincarnation of that Orisha. They are two different things. You understand? So it's like, I am a person now, this is me. I am my children's mother and my husband's wife. It's still the same me, two different people. Now, when they say come for PTA meeting in my children's school, I'm going there as a mother. I'm not going to go there and introduce myself as, oh, I'm the wife of so and so. Nobody needs that here. What they want to hear is, I'm the mother of the pupil of this school. At that point, nobody cares if you are the president or you are a businesswoman or you are a full housewife or you don't have a job. Nobody cares if you're a single mother or you're married. They care that you are the mother of a child in that school. That's what PTA meeting is about. Now, if I'm going to the house of my in-laws, in a place that, maybe we have a destination wedding or something, and I get there, I'm going to introduce myself as the wife of my husband, because that's their family. They want to be able to, oh, you are here because of, oh, sorry, I don't know you. Oh, I'm the wife of so. Oh, okay, you're my cousin's wife, you're my brother's. Nobody cares who my children are at that point. Nobody cares the school that my children are attending. Same me, two different parts of me expressing in two different forms for two different reasons. So look at them that way. So when they reincarnate, they are reincarnating is a physical lineage that they are reincarnating. But when you work with the energy of them, there are so many people that are working on this earth with the energy of Oshun, Ogun, Shango, Oluweri, Oba, Aganju, different Orishas with the energies of them, multiple people. But reincarnating their physical human lineage in another body can only be one per time. Your grandfather cannot be expressing himself in three different people at the same time. No, he didn't exist in this world as three different people. Please open the comment section. Let me know if people understand that part. Oh, somebody wants to read. Somebody is in comment section saying he wants to read the mind of the people on the live streaming. Our mind is not open for reading. If we need your services, we will come to you and ask for your services. But on this live streaming, you cannot read anybody's mind. It's not, you cannot intrude into their spirit. It doesn't happen here. Okay, so if you understand everything that I said so far, please, you have the permission to drop a comment. The analysis I gave you now between Orishas being reincarnated as people and people carrying the energies of Orisha. You understand this now, right? You see the difference. Okay. Now, if you are reincarnating in this life as an Orisha, you can still have the energy of other Orishas. You can still have the energy of other Orishas. You can. If I go to my children's school, and they say, oh, what's your name? And my name is Mrs. Take, for instance, I'm married to Dangote. I'm his seventh wife. I don't know how many wives he has, but let's say I'm his seventh wife. I'll get there and introduce myself as, oh, my name is Mrs. Aliko Dangote, you know, and these are my children. That information is not as if it's the cocoa of the reason I'm here, but that's who I am. But it's not the cocoa of what I'm doing in PTA meeting. I just want to add that spice a little bit so that everybody there will look at me like, okay, that's who she is. You're just adding that spice a little bit. It's not the reason. It's just an add-on. It's not the reason you are there. So you can be expressing in this life as a reincarnation of an Orisha and still carry energies of other Orishas that walk in line. That energy is just add-on. That's not the real person that you are, quote and unquote. It's an energy that is an add-on that can just come up at certain times when it is necessary. You can just pop it out there. It will just pop out once in a while when it's necessary. But that's not the full embodiment of who you are happening in this life as. You understand? So we have this in the different forms that they have. So with that being said, I am sure we have been able to answer that question. Now let's go to the next question that says, is deja vu an experience of reincarnation? Before we go to that other third question, if you have any question based on everything we have said, you are in the comment section right now, you can ask. The comment section is open. If you have any question based on everything that I have said so far, please drop your questions while I take a little snack. Drop your questions and let me see. Okay, you don't need to say I have a question. Just go ahead and drop your question. Just go ahead. You don't need to say I have a question. Just drop your question. And to say I have a question, you have not asked to.
Maybe the question is long.
What do you say?
Maybe the question is long.
About our elevation. Come on. I'm waiting for a question. You see now? You see that we don't have question now. If the comment section was opening, if it was open, you will have seen people type 2,000,001 things. You see why I said it's better to control. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Iyanifa Ewa, how are you doing? Somebody says, Ma, why do people feel different after initiation? Some are sick. When by initiation you mean after their Itefa? Right? You mean after their Itefa, right? Is that what you mean? Let me be sure of the question. You mean why do people feel different after their Itefa? You are referring to Ifa initiation, right? Yes, okay. Now, different people can respond to things in different ways. There is no law that says that after you finish your Itefa, you have to feel a certain kind of way. There is no rule that says after you do your Orisha initiation, when you do Oru Orisha, there is no law that says you have to feel a certain kind of way. Some people will feel peaceful, some people will feel relaxed, some people will feel focused, connected. Some people, it can express in their body as being sick. When I went through my okay, let me see which of them. The initiation that I had in Awo, when I went through it, after I came out and I was on a video call with my staff that is here, he was looking at me like, oh my God, what happened to you? You look so different. I mean, I didn't feel different in my body, but the people that were looking at me was like, my God, you look so different. What happened? What did they do to you there? That was me. When I went into the one for the Yameta, I didn't feel anyhow. I didn't feel anything. But I heard story when I came back that people said people will go from there to hospital straight. Like people, their physical body will legit break down. Like they go from there on admission for 7 days. Different people will experience different things. There is no hard and fast rule. So if you do it and you don't feel any kind of way, don't think, oh, my babala was Ase Ifa. Some of you will say, because I didn't feel a certain kind of way, my babala was scammed. I'm supposed to feel this. It's not a feeling. Ifa is not a feeling. Spirituality is not a feeling. Your physical body your physical self can embody it and express it in a certain kind of way, and sometimes it might not. Okay. Oh, okay. Ase Ifa, do you want to? Okay. So you laughed. I don't know why you laughed. Do you want to share your own experience of the initiation with us, or are you just laughing at me coded here. My question is, are you speaking of Orisha Irunmole? Okay, I will go back to your question. I'll go back to your question. I'll take it one by one. This, I'm still answering the question of Ilaro. I think that is what Ilaro Cafe vendor. Okay. Reason I asked, my family did Oshun initiation and everyone fell sick at the same time. Okay, inside joke, I get it. And everyone is sick at the same time. Okay, like I said, that's your family that is expressing an energy. There is probably something running through the family that the initiation was pushing out, especially because it's Oshun. She has a very huge part of health. What she takes care of has a lot to do with health. So it might be the energy and the spirit of Oshun pushing out something in your family, you know, as a whole, right? So that is peculiar with your family. That's not a general thing, and there's no general way your body would express when an initiation is done, whatever form of initiation. There's no particular way that your body, you can feel normal for the rest of your beautiful life, and you have done it perfectly, and you're embodying it, and you're working with it in this life, and you can still feel absolutely normal. Let me scroll up to the other person's question. The other person, Iyanifa, I miss you. Auntie Kimi said, can a reincarnated Orisha be born into Abrahamic religion and be in for life? Oh yes, the person can be born into, I mean, how you are born is not something that anybody chooses. Like the family in which you are born to is not something anybody chooses. But you finding your path in life now, and a reincarnated Orisha or an ancestor, any form of reincarnation, the person has come into this life to do something, especially when they are doing it again. Either they didn't finish it the first time or they missed it. 90% of the time, the body that they carry, that they are using in this life, will find its way to finish that work. 90% of the time, you cannot keep them held on to the part of their life that couldn't be controlled in their infant life, in their minor life. Everything that happens to them in minor life is not something that their spirits can control. They are expressing under the guidance of someone. But in fact, some of them is from childhood. They will push their parents to get to places where they will tell them, this is the type of child you have, stop holding them down. So it is not likely for their spirits to still remain in that confused state. I want to use the word confused because you reference Abrahamic religion. If an Orisha is happening in this life and the person is stuck in Abrahamic religion, the person is in a confused state. So it's not likely that their spirit is stuck in that place. They would always find their way, even from childhood. Certain things will happen in their life. They will push their parents to certain places that people will tell them, this is who this child is. Or they might not be able to give them the full information, but based on the information that people around there have, they will know that there's something about this person. And the moment they become adult age or they are able to live on their own, their spirits will start to express what they want to. Now, is it possible for them to choose not to do it? They can. It's a choice. But that they will not know, they will know. Everything around them will point to the knowledge of this is who you are, this is what you are here to do. But you can still choose as an adult human person in this life to say you don't want to. And that's just it. It's a choice. So I think that answers the question. Is there any other question? Okay, so the first question that came up was from Ilaro Parfait Vendor. The other question was Auntie Kimi. Ki said, my question is, are you speaking of Orisha or Irunmole? I kept on mentioning Orisha. I kept on mentioning Orisha. I did not use the word Irunmole. I kept on mentioning Orisha. So please let's not get it off. Someone said, I went to the name of the first Orisha in Ikiti. Okay. All right. I was told my purpose is to serve people, to provide service to people. Okay, that's beautiful. I hope you are doing that. I was told that I have to do Ifá initiation because I consult Ifá sometimes. Okay, have you been able to do that? Have you done everything that he asked you to do? Have you been able to do it? what do I think about this? No, it's not what I think. It's what Ifa said. If you did an Ifa initiation and Ifa told you this, it doesn't matter what I think. Just do what Ifa said. Except you are not sure of the information you received. If you are not sure of the information you received, the only thing I can say is have an Ifa divination done for you again to be sure. Because this is your life we are talking about. Your life is not based on what I think or feel. Your life is about what Ifa said. So if you have not done your Itefa is the only thing that can tell you your true purpose. And if you cannot do Itefa right now, Ishefa can still help you along the way. Those are the only things that can answer this question, not what somebody thinks or feels. So if you have not done that, that person's name cannot be pronounced. They are symbols. The symbol person, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. So have your Itefa or Ishefa done. That's the only way you can receive information about your purpose in life. It's not about what anybody thinks or feels, right? So before we go into deja vu, no other questions, copy the WhatsApp number on your screen before we turn off the comment section, and then we continue with, is deja vu an experience of reincarnation? Just hold on. It was confirmed. Somebody said it was confirmed that their youngest daughter was her mother, and she was born 15 years after their mother. Oh, okay, Mr. Dario P1. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I've met a lot of people like that who have children in this life who are the reincarnation of their mothers and their grandmothers. And like I said, the most important thing is find out why your mother had to come back again. What were the work that she had undone? What were the things that she had that she didn't finish? Why is she coming back here again? So that you can help guide her through this life and make sure that that reason is fulfilled, because you are the custodian of that right now. She has entrusted that part of her mission into your hands, trusting you enough to be able to guide her in this life to be able to finish that journey. So that is the responsibility that is on you as a person right now. That's the responsibility that is on you as a person right now. So please turn it off. Where is he? Where is he? You love the reincarnation teaching. It's very insightful. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You can catch a replay of this on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. The previous part, this is a part 2. So go to Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube, subscribe, and then you see the 2 videos, Reincarnation and Reincarnation Part 2. Is deja vu an experience of reincarnation? Put the something inside this. Yes. Take it from me. So this is where I have to separate the Yoruba answer from the New Age spirituality answer. The New Age spirituality, when you compare what they have to say with what Ifa has to say, is usually distorted. New Age spirituality says, so we're answering the question, is deja vu an experience of reincarnation? New Age spirituality says every time you have a deja vu, you are accessing past life. You are remembering previous reincarnation. You are a time traveler in your own consciousness. That's what New Age says. Now, in Ifa and in Yoruba teaching, that's not true. Deja vu can be a reincarnation memory, and it might not be. But it can be 3 other things aside from that. So it is not a proof of reincarnation. It can express itself in 4 different ways that I will mention on this line training. First, it might be an ancestral memory, not your own personal memory from your previous life. No, it might be a memory that one of your ancestors carried, that is in your bones, that is in your blood, that you inherited. As you walk into a place, your blood recognizes that a part of me has been here before. This is different from your personal reincarnation memory, but it is still real. Is that okay? It is still real. That's why you can go into a foreign place where you do not take your roots from and feel a sense of strong deja vu. One of your ancestors might have traveled there and done something significant there. One of your ancestors might have even had something unfinished there, and they just need you to, for 3 months, help them to wrap up that thing, and you leave. That is not your reincarnation. That's not your personal reincarnation. It's just an assignment that an ancestor is whispering to your ears to get done for a short period of time. You get it done and you go. The second part is it can be that if I is showing you something, if you feel a deja vu, if you experience it, the spirit world might briefly be overlapping in your perception. They want to say something to you in the moment. They are calling your attention to something in the moment. They have an information for you at that time. So when you feel that feeling of familiarity, you pause. You look around you and you're like, okay, what's happening here? What is the information I need to pick here? What's going on here? What are the things I need to note here? Who needs help here? It might just be memory that is trying to connect, something that needs to be done. The third way that this can happen is it can be a moment where Ọ̀run and Ayé just touched. Remember Odù Ifá Ìwòrì a liminal moment, not personal to you. It's just a crack in the veil between Ọ̀run and Ayé, and you got a glimpse of it. It might not even have anything to do with you as a person. Ọ̀run and Ayé, heaven and earth might just be, like I told you, there's a thin layer. There's just one thin layer between this life and the other life. If you are spiritually intuitive and you listen out, you will hear their whispers around you. They are there. There's just a thin line between I don't want the murmurings. Please tell them to stop murmuring. There's just a thin line between here and there. And sometimes the membrane might just, might just dissolve into each other, and you catch it in that moment. Very short, and it goes. Nothing that has to do with your personal life. So that is for that now you would understand that deja vu reincarnation is also real. That's the fourth one. It is also real. It might just be you. You have experienced this plane before, and you are coming back there, and everything feels familiar. Now, the difference is in the intensity and the specificity. How specific and intense it is. Casual deja vu feels like, I feel like I've been here before. It's just a feeling. Nothing, no, here, just come back. Try not to go over that thing so that you don't fall it off. So casual deja vu feels like I've been here before. It's just a feeling of I've been here before. I know this thing, I've been here before. It feels familiar. Reincarnation deja vu is I know that I have been here before. I can show you where things are here. Like, I don't know how many of you, please turn on the comment section. I don't know how many of you have experienced something. You are sitting down here in this moment. You feel like you've been here before. The next minute, you can tell what is going to happen in the next few minutes. Like you are here right now, and you feel like, I've been here before. And you can tell like somebody is going to walk in now. She's going to wear a blue dress, and she's going to greet my mom. And it will happen like that. It has not happened. It's going to happen in the next few minutes, and you already know how it's going to happen, and it happens. That's reincarnation deja vu. And if you notice and you want to admit, that type of deja vu is rare. It's not as common as I feel like I've seen this thing before. I feel like it's not a feeling, it's a knowing. You almost know every other thing that is going to happen afterwards. I said, stop whispering. You're almost going to know, you will know every other thing that is going to happen afterwards. Somebody, Kina says, I've done that when I met more of my husband's family at an event. Okay. So that is a reincarnation deja vu, and that is not the common one. So you cannot take deja vu as a 100% proof of personal reincarnation. But if it is personal reincarnation, it happens to me a couple of times, especially when I'm speaking to people. They are going to tell me about before they call me to tell me about something, I feel what they're about to tell me. Maybe the person is coming to describe a situation where they are coming to make a divination about an accident they had and something happened to their leg or the leg of that person. Before I receive that call, I feel like I've experienced this thing before. I feel the pain on that part of my leg. I hear their voice. They say this and this and this. I see the next few minutes and then it happens like that. It's, for some people, it's just a constant thing. It's a constant thing. And some parts of spirituality don't take it as deja vu. Some parts of spirituality take it as, oh, your spirit is speaking to you about something that is about to happen. For some people, they have their spirit speaking to them about this is going to happen today. For some people, it is a knowing. It's not an information about something you have not experienced before that is about to happen. It is a knowing of something you have experienced before. There's a settling in your mind that says, oh, I've seen this thing before and this is how it's going to happen, and it just happens that way. And you're like, oh yeah, I know. Oh, I know. It's a difference between I feel it, I know. You know when you use the word I know and I feel. Something is going on in you in those two times. I feel is different from I know. So with deja vu with reincarnation, deja vu is a knowing. It's not a I feel this thing. It's a knowing, it's not a feeling. If you have any question that is personal to you that you don't want to share on the live streaming in a public place, you can send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. And if you are catching a replay, every information you need is going to be in the description box below. So that answers the question of deja vu. Now let's go to the question of how do I connect Egbe to reincarnation? How do we connect Egbe to reincarnation? Egbe is our society, our group, our friends, our association that we existed in Orun together. Now, that question comes from the fact that we existed in Orun together. Do we reincarnate together in this life? Is it part of, am I expecting that every member of my Egbe is also reincarnating in this life with me? Let's answer that question. So the YouTube channel is Iyanifa Ewa TV. You will catch replays of previous videos there. And then the WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen. Now we are getting deep into this whole conversation. And this question will change how you understand your relationships, your community, and your whole life. Somebody says, Ma, what about someone that you have seen for long and they pop up in your mind and the next day you see them? Your spirit is just telling you that you're going to see them. That's not reincarnation. You have known them before. That's not an existence of something. Reincarnation is an existence of something that had happened in a previous life, not before in this life. Somebody you had known for a long time popping up in your mind is just your spirit telling you that this person is coming back for something. If you are somebody that is spiritually intuitive, your spirit might not just stop at telling you that person is going to come. They will tell you what they are going to come for, what you are supposed to do for them, or that you are supposed to totally avoid them. Your spirit might just be bringing it to you that this person is coming back, or avoid them. That's just an information your spirit is. That doesn't have anything to do with your previous life. It's somebody you have known in this lifetime, right? Please, can you turn it off so that we can continue? So, Egbe Orun, or your heavenly society, your spiritual companions. I taught you in part 1 that before you came to this earth, you went to the house of Ajala and you chose your Ori, right? But you did not come alone. Before you descended, you had a group, an Egbe in Orun, a society, a covenant group that we call Egbe. The full word is Egbe Orun, but we just call it Egbe. In a spiritual setting, we know what we are referring to. In a physical setting, when you say Egbe, in a school setting, is your school society. In a work setting, is your labor society. But in a spiritual setting like this, we are referring to Egbe Orun. Your Egbe is not just a random collection of souls. Your Egbe is a deliberate gathering. There are spirits who you have known each other before you descended into this earth. And some of them you chose to come to this earth at the same time. Often in the same place, sometimes in the same family, and sometimes destiny in life will just bring you together. There is no definite pattern to it. Your Egbe doesn't have to be born in your family, in your tribe, in your lineage, they can be born in different places because they are also reincarnating this life as different people. but you just happen to be part of a society. So when you think of Egbe, think of it as your school society. Different culture, different tribes, different race, different language, different ethnicity, different gender, but you belong to the same Egbe. So when you come into this life, you can be there happening differently. Now, and so here is how reincarnation connects all of that. When you reincarnate as part of your Egbe. Some members of your Egbe are also in reincarnating, either with you or shortly after you or shortly before you. So the people closest to you in this life might not even be your family member. They might be your Egbe. Some people are closer to their Egbe members than they are to their blood relatives, because they share something that is stronger than that. Right? Your connection with your Egbe is stronger than whatever it is that you share with your family members, your biological or bloodline family members. Right? So sometimes you feel spiritually drawn to someone. That's different from people that just feel, oh my God, I feel like I've known you for a long time. Yeah. It might just be a feeling of the moment. Now, to confirm if you are spiritually connected with someone, like I said, Ifa is your best way to confirm. You have somebody you just met, like you're getting along with them so well, you want to confirm if they are a member of your Egbe, ask Ifa. It's as simple as that. It's not that hard. Just ask Ifa. But if you are somebody that has grown your spiritual intelligence, you have worked with your Egbe and with your Ori in such a way that you get direct information from your Ori that 9 out of 10 times they are true, they are correct, they are real. Thank you so much, Mrs. O, Iyanifa Ewa. And you have connected with your Ori in that level. Your Ori can give you that information in real time. When you meet your Egbe members, you can know them in real time. You can see them in real time and know them, and you know, this is who this person is. But to be double sure, just check with Ifa. So one friend that you have been with through everything that feels like home might be your Egbe sister. Egbe explains why I can teach 1,000 students across several countries, and some of them look at me and something in their spirit just knows we are from the same Egbe, just by connecting on a live streaming like this, in a community like this. You will just know that you know that you know. That reminds me, I have a special announcement to make that is coming with a free gift for as many people as wait for that announcement. My Ori just reminded me, and I wanted to talk about it immediately I came, but please, that announcement is going to come up. So if you can wait, if you cannot wait, you'll catch the announcement in the replay. There's something that, okay, I would announce it. Don't let me digress from what we are talking about. Now, your Egbe, listen to this part. You agreed in Orun together to come back into this earth and to do certain work together. You will find them. There is always that bond and togetherness. So when you are in this life and you find people like that, first step I said, ask Ifa, confirm. Now, Egbe is not always positive. Egbe includes what we call shadow member. It's just like a society. It's not everybody there that is positive. It's not everybody there that has your best interest. It's not everybody there that is good at the same time. People are just there. And remember that in this side of life, there is nothing called perfect. Elédùmarè did not promise us perfect. It doesn't exist here. So you can still have a lot of your Egbe members that are imperfect. And the imperfect part of them in relation with you is a higher percentage. It's a higher percentage. But you will still meet them in this life. You will still meet them, you will still connect with them in this life. So how does Ifa expect you to deal with those ones? He says Egbe includes what we call shadow members. Those people are here to test you. Those people, they are here to test you. They are here to test your limits. They are here to challenge you. They are here to place a mirror in front of you to see your flaws, to see your trauma so that they can fix it. Your relationship with them might not be so excellent. By choice, you don't even want them. You don't like them. but they are there to fulfill a purpose. They are there to be a mirror and a reflection to show you who you are. They will bring you into. So recently, Ase For Today had an experience with someone, and he mentioned something. He said, babe, as that guy was speaking, I could see myself, my unhealed self. It's like I saw the part of myself that I used to be, the part of myself that I know that, yes, is there. I saw it as that person was speaking to me. But then I was able to choose to not be that person. You will see some people that they will show you who you are, and you will say, my goodness, is this how other people feel when they look at me? They are your Egbe members, but they are there to show you that, this is you. Such people are not, they are not meant to work with you through your entire lifetime. No, they are there for a season. In that season, your Ori is trying to correct something, or your Ori is trying to show you something about yourself, or your Ori is trying to help you measure where you are coming from and where you are. There are certain people that you see yourself in them. You have been this person before. They are there to help you, to remind you of, me too, I used to be like this. So Adupelo Elédùmarè, that I have grown, that I have developed, that I have gone beyond this stage. They are there to test the limit of, okay, everything you said you are even learning in Ifa, that you have learned, let's put it to test. They will show up on your way. They are your JAMB exam. They are your IELTS exam. They are your final year exam to see if you'll be able to move to the next space. They are still members of your Egbe. They are there for a short period of time to test and challenge you. And once the test is over, they will go. It's left to you to see whether you pass the test or not. If you do not pass the test in that time, they will come again in another form, or maybe even the same person, or in another person. They have just come to test you, to challenge you, to see what you are doing in this life, to see whether you have sense or not. Comment section of YouTube says, is it possible to happen in this life as female and reincarnate as male? I'm going to get to that. Every time we make a baby, we are reviving an old soul. Thank you so much. So that's how your Egbe, that's how you guys are happening in life every day. So when you are in a conflict with someone, and the conflict is intense and unexplainable, it might not be a random person. It might just be your Egbe member that is testing your limits. And you know how those things happen. You ask yourself, first of all, how did I even get to this situation? How did I even meet this person? As in a 1,000 years, if they ask me to draw the map of my life to meet people, I will never draw my map to meet this person. Why? How? What is it? There are some people you meet in this life and you're like, God, what did I do in my past life to deserve to meet people like this? Right. Most of the time, they are your Egbe members who are there to just test your limits. The same fight, different people, sometimes the same person. Why does that thing keep repeating itself? Because your Egbe members keep reincarnating with you until you finally get it right. Until you finally get it right. Some things happened over the weekend, and all I could say was, Olódùmarè Obalanu, I am grateful. I am grateful. Those tests in the face came, and we were able to look at each other and say, yes, we finally got it. Like, we got it right. Like, I didn't know that I had come this far. I didn't know that I had grown this much. I didn't know that you had grown this much. Your Egbe members came, they tested you in your face, and you were able to pass the test, and you feel like, okay, now I'm growing here. And it's funny how this is popping up after what happened this weekend. I'm talking to Ase For Today if he's in the comment section on the live streaming. It's funny how this is coming up right after this, and it goes, you know how Ifa is settling. Things happen to you and they're not things that you like. Ifa doesn't tell you that he's the devil. Where is he? Call him. Ifa doesn't tell you that it's the devil. Ifa doesn't tell you that, oh, it's because you are not holy enough. It's because you don't do good deeds enough. It's because you did not pray enough. Ifa explains to you that they were supposed to be there as part of your journey to help you see whether you have grown, to help you see the places you still need to grow, to show you the other side of the coin, and you see that, so the head is the head and the tail is the tail. If you keep seeing just one side of the coin, which is the head, you will not appreciate that there's another side. If you don't visit another person's farmland, another person's daddy's farmland, you think your father's own is the biggest. When you get there, you're able to see, so my father can do this, so we can add cocoa and kola nuts, so we can put animals on this farm too, so we can have birds here. You have seen another person's farm. Initially, you are not happy that that one is bigger than your father's own. You want to go to another person's farm and say, my father's own is bigger. But you see what they are doing. You are able to improve it. You see the mistakes that they are making, and you're able to tell yourself, my father is doing well on this is farmland. My father is doing great on this is farmland. So there are certain one of those experiences of your egbe in this lifetime that they are there to test your limits. They are there to let you see what you have done. To let you see what you have done and what you have not done right. They are there to help you test your limits. To help you see this is what you are supposed to be doing, and that's not what you are supposed to be doing. You have Egbe members like that. Please, can you just stay till we are done? Can you just stay till we are done, so I don't have to be distractingly calling? I beg you, please. I'm here till we are done, so every other person can also be here. So those are the ways that your Egbe reflects. So Kabisi, I don't know if he's here. I turned it on. Yeah. So, and now I'm turning on the comment section. I want to hear what you guys feel about Egbe members that show up in your life and they are there to test. Have you had that experience before? Have you had the experience of somebody that you met, you know beyond all reasonable doubts that this person is my Egbe member. We are supposed to do great things in life together. This person is on the same path with me. My spirit connects and resonates with that person. Resonates with that person in a very big way. But then along the line, it's like they came to show you shiggy. You're like, this is the person I met 2 minutes ago that we are just vibing. We are talking about great things. We are talking about good things. And then I connect with this person. My soul feels connected with this person. But no, Shege Pro Max is what they are showing you. If you are not in Nigeria, and Shege means when they put pepper and salt on a wound. You have a wound, a sore that is fresh. Just go and add salt and pepper on it. That's Shege. That's what they are showing you in this life. But then you can swear that they are your Egbe members. And it's not that they are not, they are. But you see those ones, they are shadow members to you. That's what they've come to do in this life. To just let you know that everything is going on fine. You think that's real life. Is no. Let's add a little pepper and salt to this thing. They come to test your limits. Kabesi, I'm saying this again on this live streaming. I'm saying that I am super proud of growth. I'm super proud of Ifa. I am grateful that we found Ifa in this lifetime. I'm grateful that Ifa gives knowledge and you are able to apply that knowledge in your life and you are able to see the improvement. It's not a figment of your imagination. It's not something that you have to imagine like you do in religion. You can see it. Life puts you through that test and you can see that, Omo, I am growing in the knowledge of Ifa. You can look at your life and say, see what, look at, I'm an evidence, a real life evidence of Ifa can change people. Ifa can improve people's lives. But you don't know how much you are growing until those tests come into your face and you know what you could have done. You know what you could have done in another scenario. You know what you could have done in your past. And that your past is just a few months, a few years ago. And you find yourself not doing it. Not because you are struggling, no. That's one thing I learned this weekend. It's not I'm struggling not to do it. It's like you cannot just do it. The ability to do it is not just there again. I saw that in a different dimension this weekend, and I said, if I ori mi re o, if I look one sọ̀rọ̀ dayo, if I leri if I tori ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, if I tún orí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, the one that repairs your ori in the part that is not, too good and too straight, you will see it. And the way these things is happening is not jammed exam that they will tell you, exam is 2 months time, 7 days time, 3 p.m. meet us at the exam hall and write the exam. No, it just happens. And it comes through people that you have told yourself that these are my members, these people have my back, people that you will go to the ends of the earth to defend them against all odds. They are the ones that will come into your face and throw boom. They will throw shege at you. And at that time, because it's coming from somebody that you feel a level of spiritual connection with, it is supposed to hit you in a place that you should misbehave, but you find yourself not doing anything. Like, this is something I was supposed to have done, but I just couldn't do it. It's not like I said, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to put. You just couldn't do it. And your spirit recognizes it as a test, as a trap. And you jump and pass. You say, me, I'm not going to fall into that trap. I will jump and pass. That is growth. That goes to show you that this knowledge of Ifa, these things that we are teaching and we are learning every day, is going into somewhere and is fixing and is repairing things. Sadly, Iwapele isn't grown under perfect circumstances. Auntie Kimi, thank you for that. You will not, you can learn about Iwapele in a very calm environment like this, but when you are growing it's not under favorable circumstances, and it's not from people that you think, yes, I know that person is wicked and unreasonable. They are the ones that will do that. It will come in a place where you already feel relaxed and comfortable. Those are the other side of Egbe you are reincarnating with. So your Egbe has both ways. Every time you are praying for Egbe, it's not always the fine and the rosy ones. My Egbe members are there to support me. Yes, you have all those parts. And you have the ones that are also, they came into this world with Koboko. So, to show you, they came into this world with mirror. Every time you turn into them, they are showing you yourself. Where your flaws are, go and fix it. They are testing you, they are challenging you. They are also reincarnating with you in this life, and that is their own path. That's their own work in your life. So you would also meet them. You would also meet them. So here is where our announcement comes in. If you go to the bio of this page, the TikTok page, if I call it TikTok page, there is a link there that is going to take you to a Google form where you are going to fill out your details to be part of the Ile Ifa. So we have finally decided, don't let me say we, I think it's me that was finding it hard to make a decision. A lot of people have been asking me over the last years, Iyanifa, when are we going to have an Ile? You are supposed to have an Ile. You're supposed to, Ile is house in Yoruba. You're supposed to have an Ile. You're supposed to have an Ifa house where people will gather, where people will be members, where we will feel as the community, where we will connect. And I keep telling you, I said, I do not want a congregation of human people, because adult human beings, sense, and I don't know how you people that are dealing with them do it, but Ifa says it's part of this journey. And I will tell you this is me telling you, me, vulnerable me. I struggled with it. It wasn't now I was supposed to have started this. I was supposed to have started these sins. The number of people that told me sins that, but I was looking at the things around me. I've been a pastor in church. I know how it is when you have congregation of people in a spiritual setting. I see the flaws that are there. I see everything there. I don't want to do it by choice. I don't want to. I do not. You see how we are teaching like this? Let everybody learn and go. I don't need. But if I say that's the way it works, that's just how it is. I kept on telling myself, okay, I'll do it. One day we'll get there. But you see, this weekend showed me some things. this weekend asked me a question that, how long do you want to continue to delay what you are supposed to do? People are supposed to have been a part of this, growing in this, learning in this, benefiting from this. This weekend, I saw two sides of the people that I'm teaching, for real. Two people that have been under my teaching in Ifa College. I saw both of them. In fact, okay, don't let me put a time to it, but let's just assume that they both came in under my tutelage at the same time. They came into the Ifa College community, learning actively at the same time. Let's say that. Time has passed though, for both of them. Life put both of them through a test this weekend, and I saw how each of them behaved. Exact opposite. Kabisi, I'm just thinking about this right now. You know, when I teach, certain things come to me in real time. A lot of things come to me in real time. I didn't even think about it like this over the last few days. But right now, I'm looking at it. Both of them, a male and a female, they were in the same situation. They were in that same situation. And I saw one of them go ahead to display the growth that has come from listening to me, listening to my teachings alone. I can say that, I can beat my chest to it, that 80% it is just what I'm teaching that this person has been digesting and following. And there was the other side, the other person too, learning closely under me, not in a faraway setting. And life put both of them through tests. And I saw somebody excel excellently. And I saw the other person go like this. And it dawned on me that I'm growing something. No matter how much I want to be very humble about it, I am impacting people's lives directly. And some people are falling along the way. Maybe because they don't have the community that they need. Maybe that is why. And I just told myself today, I said, you know what? I'm doing this. I've seen the both sides of it. Even without having a community, some people stayed and grew and I saw the result. And some people stayed and did not grow and I saw the result. I don't get to control that. Two people, exact same situation, that was learning from me. One of them has sense. The other person did not have sense. That's on them. So I learned over this weekend that it really doesn't even matter whether I choose to have an Ile or whether I choose to teach openly like this. Those that will have sense will have sense. Those that will not have sense will not have sense. It's just what it is. That's not on me. And I said, okay, the people that need this will have it. So we are officially launching the Ile Ella, Temple of Ella. I don't want to call it house because I want it to depict what exactly it is. So the name of our Ile is officially Ile Ella. If you don't know about Ella, go to my YouTube channel and scroll down. You see the video where I talked about Ella and Ella and Jesus. I think that's what I titled it. Or you can just Google and read. I'm writing a book about Ella, but let's still drink water on top of this one that we are doing. So Ile Ella has officially opened, and we're going to be happening in life in physical and virtual form. So in physical form, we're going to have a physical space here in Nigeria, and we're going to have another physical place in ATL. Those of you in Atlanta, Georgia, it's going to be in Georgia. We have not decided if it is Atlanta, but it's going to be in Georgia. And I'm sure Iyanifa Ewa is jumping over the roof right now. I can hear her voice. I can hear her voice in real time. I can hear her. She's jumping over the roof right now that, hey, they are bringing it to my neighborhood. So we're going to have the physical building in Georgia. You'll be able to go in there, attend our Egbe meetings. You're going to be able to go in there to have, even when I'm not in the state, to have real-time virtual conversations with me. If you have a divination, you can walk in there. It will be done in real time. You know, thank God for Ogun and technology. You're going to be, it's just going to be a whole lot of beautiful things. So How do you become a member? Just go to the bio of this TikTok channel. So if you're on YouTube, you want to head over to TikTok channel. But after this video, I'll also put it in the bio of YouTube, in the profile of YouTube, and it will also be, the link would also be in the description box of the video. Just click on it and register, fill in the form and register. Fill it, register. We want your details, we want to know you, we want to know where you are, and we're going to have our first meeting on the 27th of June. 27th of June or July? June. On the 27th of June, we are going to have our first meeting. Our first meeting is going to take place from our first physical building location to the rest of the world, of all of you that is going to be there virtually. Now, this is huge. I just want you to know that this is huge. So we're going to be having weekly services on Saturdays that people can walk in and say, Alosile Orumila, where is my book? The Sacred Text of Ifa. The brown one. People will be able to tie their gele and hold their sacred text. We are going to learn about Ifa. And you sit down there. We have choir people, and we invite Brother 100 to come and sing for us if he's around. We have people, we do our normal service, we will pray, we will do Iwure, we will have choir members that will sing, you will have ushers that will, take care of people. Normal Ile Ifa, and we will sit down there, we will learn, we'll be happy. There will be eating and drinking, we will be happy, we will be fine, we shall do everything that they said they should be doing. We shall do everything I said you should be doing, because they have said I should go and do it. I struggled with it for a while, but finally we are here. And I think this weekend had to happen to show me that, like, my greatest, I don't want to use the word fear, what was holding me back was people. Managing people. Those of you that are in human resource, those of you that are in forefront of health sector, that you are managing people, you are trying, I don't know how you do it. Manage adult human being. I would rather manage, don't let me say it, but they said we have to, they say human being is the one that we have to deal with, and we have to. So I saw the two sides of it, because I thought that in a virtual space like this, I'm able to control how people have sense and how people learn and how people happen. But this last weekend just showed me that no, it really doesn't matter. People will be who they want to be, and that's not on me. So we are here today and we're doing this, and we're grateful, and we believe that we're going to expand. We believe that we're going to have chapters and branches in different states of Nigeria, in different countries in the world. We believe that we're going to change the narrative of Ifa through this, and we believe that we're going to create a community for people where they feel loved, where they feel welcomed, where they feel that kind of way, the way that they're supposed to feel, like where you feel, no, this is home, where you feel at home. Yes, that's the word, where you feel at home. Let's just run through what the Ile is, because I always want to be open and explicit with the things that I'm doing so that you can understand it. Okay, I think this is where it is. So the Ile Ela is called Ile Ela. Kadara, as it has been written, so shall it be. Ashe. Thank you so much. Congratulations. It's called the Temple of Ela. So this is the welcome message you're going to receive after you have joined. But let me read it here to the entire community so that you will know what you are getting into before you come in. So I say congratulations and welcome to this sacred community, and this is your complete package. And this welcome message is from Ase Ewa and Iyanifa Ewa, the founders of the Ile Ela, Temple of Ela. Now that you have arrived at the Ile Ela, Temple of Ela, listen to this or read this carefully. Listen to this. You have taken a step that matters. Your decision to join Ile Ela, it's not a casual one. It's not another membership or another program or another online community. What you are entering into is a sacred secret, a sacred society. It is an awo, a bond that carries spiritual, legal, and moral weight. Before you attend the first gathering meeting, which is on Saturday, the 27th of June, some of you are going to be here in person physically. Those of you that can make it physically, you'll be here. Don't worry. I've overcome my fear of having people in my physical space. I've overcome it. I've drank water and I've dropped the cup and I say, I'm welcoming you. So before you attend that first meeting on June the 27th, you must understand what you are joining, what it means, and what is required of you. So you are going to read that document that I will send to you carefully. No skimming. Don't skip. Read everything and make sure you understand it. Now, what is an Awo? An Awo is a sacred, confidential, spiritual society. The word itself means secrecy. Awo means secrecy. If Yoruba says, Awo la foro yen se o, it means that this conversation is in confidence. Right? It's a secret that exists between the people that are having it. An Awo is not hidden because it has something to hide. An Awo is confidential because the work inside it is sacred, and sacredness requires protection and respect. In Ifa and ÌṢÄШE traditions, there are many levels of knowledge and practice. Some of those teachings are for everybody, like the ones I'm sharing with you outside. Some of those teachings are for initiated practitioners only. Some knowledge is restricted to people that have taken certain oath to protect it. There are certain information I will not share with you, and an Ifa priest will not share with you if you have not taken an oath of confidentiality. It happens in every other confidential practice. Take for example medicine. If you're a medical doctor, you have an induction where you swear an oath of confidentiality to keep certain information between you and your clients, between you and the practice. That's why you see doctor's handwriting. It takes a doctor to read that thing. They will just do everything like this. And another doctor will pick it and read it. How? That's sheer wickedness. That's witchcraft. How can you read this thing that somebody just did like this? But they learned it. Is their experience, is their code. If I want to be part of it, I'm going to become a doctor. But since I am not a doctor, I cannot know it because it doesn't concern me. He's a doctor to another doctor. So until you become an Awo and you have sworn that oath of confidentiality, there are some things we will not share with you. That is what Awo is. So that some of you will not be feeling, why is it secret? Are they going to do something for it? It's called confidentiality. Like there's nothing they are doing to you. It's just called confidentiality. So Ile Ela is the temple of Ela, and it is an Awo. It means that the existence of Ile Ela can be public, like we're talking about it publicly. But the details of what happens inside it is not public. What happens in Ile Ela stays in Ile Ela. So if you know you are CNN and BBC personified, Ejo, avoid us. Just avoid this Ile. Cho is my hobby. We don't want you here. Is that okay? Please, let's be guided, like Nigerians will say. The members' name, their identities are confidential. You do not discuss who is in the Ile with somebody outside of the Ile Kokonwo. This is your house. One inú ilé ẹni láti ń jẹ kíní kan tó ní dodo. Kíni yẹn náà? Ọ̀pọ̀lọ́, ṣọ̀pọ̀lọ́ tó ní dodo ni àbí kíní kan. There are some things that is only inside your house, you do it and you say it, and you clean your mouth and you go. Anybody that wants to know it should join your house. That is the only reason that societies like the Aborigine Ogboni fraternity has the peak of power and respect that it has till today. Because the moment people start to do cho about what's happening, it loses value. Everything you know about Ogboni today is speculation if you are not a member. It is all speculation. People will just say, we think it's just speculations. And we that are members, when we are hearing you saying, and we think that, we'll just be looking at you like this. What do you think? Yes. But it's different from what we said yesterday. Yes. Everything is yes. It's always yes. We don't know. I don't know. That is the only way you keep things with value. When you learn to fenomeno, only fenomeno la fawoshe. So as you are coming to Ile Ela fenomeno la fawoshe, is it to be attended by those that have done Itefa only? Please just go to that form in the bio. There is a link in the bio. That's the only link. Read everything is there. You will see everything there. So the existence can be public, but the names of the members, the teachings, the ceremonies, the divination, the personal stories that are shared within there stays in there. Decisions are made by leadership and community processes are confidential. Any ritual work, spiritual practice, or healing that happens is protected information. You cannot record it, you cannot photograph, you cannot screenshot. Please. Know this and know peace. If somebody asks you if you are in Iyanifa, your response is, I'm proudly a member of Iyanifa, but I do not discuss the spiritual activities that are there because they are sacred as instructed by Ifa. This is not a shame. This is just sacred boundaries. And this is us protecting our spiritual integrity. And this is the only reason we will remain valid. Because the moment everybody knows what's happening outside your house, they cannot value your house anymore. Your house just becomes any other house. Let it, keep it there. Is that okay? Keep it there. Number 2 is a non-disclosure agreement. By joining Iyanifa, you are signing a non-disclosure agreement. It is both legally and spiritually binding. The NDA states that you do not disclose names of and identity of members, the content of teaching and ceremonies, personal information that is shared by other members, decision of governance and the process of Iyanifa, the existence of specific rituals and specific practices, any divination result or spiritual guidance that is shared in the community, the schedule and location of physical meetings, financial information, leadership decisions. You are not going to share it. Violation of that NDA has consequences. So those of you that know me, you know I don't joke with protocol. Ifa is principle, there is hierarchy, there is protocol. If those of you that think that it's only church that has organization, anything Ifa is just anyhow, we are changing the narrative. If you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. If you are not ready for, I saw a video that a lady posted saying that why so many people leave Ifa after they join is because they don't want to stay under authority. They don't want to have boundaries. They think spirituality is all gypsy and goofy. Hey, we've arrived, anything goes, nobody is doing anything to us again, we don't. It's not in Ifa. If you understand how Ifa is practiced, Ifa has more structure than what you are looking at in the other religious organization. If you know how Ifa is practiced, Ifa has more structure than that, and we are about to effect that structure. At least me, I will. You know me. You know me. I will. I don't have time for somebody is happy about it. I'm not Father Christmas. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm not ice cream. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do, and we're doing it. So the NDA you receive is a full document. Read it. It's legally and spiritually binding. Don't sign it casually. Read every word. If you do not agree to a certain part, don't join. Number 3 is the community oath. Beyond the NDA, you will take a spiritual oath between you and your Ori and Elédùmarè. The oath is a covenant with yourself, your Ori, your Egbe, and Iyanifa. The oath contains certain commitments. You are committed to honoring the sacred boundaries of this Ile. You are committed to attending gatherings as life permits you. You prioritize this Ile with a commitment. It's not, I couldn't come to the meeting yesterday because Iyanifa, I just looked outside and the sun was orange, it wasn't green. So I just felt spirit was speaking to me not to attend. Excuse me. Okay, I will see you at the other side of the Ile meeting. You commit to treating every member with respect, with love and discretion. Don't come there and behave anyhow. As long as that person has become a member, that person is to be respected. I don't care if they are your employee at work. I don't care if the person is your housemaid. As long as that person has been qualified to be part of Iyanifa, you will give the person the respect you give me and every other person. In Ifa, in Awo, we understand that there is nothing like age. There is nothing like, some people are younger than you in age. The spirits that they carry is higher than you. You don't know it. So we respect everybody. That is why you would always hear people say Yoruba culture is the most respectful culture in this Nigeria that we are. It's not coincidental. Respect for us comes from our spirituality, and this is it at play right now. So you're going to respect everybody you meet there. You are going to you are committed to participating authentically in the community. No fake BS. Don't let me use that word. There is no fake BS around here. If you don't want Ifa to turn the fake side of it to you, if you don't want to see fake Orisha, and you don't want to pray fake Iwure, don't come and carry any fake energy into my space. We are not going to allow it. I commit to addressing conflicts directly within the community and not cho people. No. If you have any conflicts with anybody, there are elders that handle that. You take it there, they sort it out, and that's the end. You don't find Awo fighting outside, and people are now saying, what's happening? Hey, let's pull this side, let's help them here. No, it's not nice. You commit to growing and supporting and healing other members of this community. You commit to doing your internal work, your own divination, your self-examination, your self-practice. You commit to growing yourself. You commit to accepting accountability if it causes harm and if it causes break of agreement. Take accountability for what you have done. Those two things are the foundation of Ifa: responsibility and accountability, and it's also going to be required of you in Ile Ella. Those of you that are asking for this book, you can get a copy on the website ifakole.ng. ifakole.ng. You can get a copy of the Sacred Odù. It contains the 16 major Odù Ifas in English, in Yoruba. The lessons and the blessings has been extracted. How you'll be able to apply it to your everyday life, and the Iwure for every single Odù is there. Now, part 4 of this is what happens if the NDA and the oath is violated. Ha ha ha. I like this part. Yes. If you break confidentiality oath, first violation, you'll be contacted by the elders. They would explain what you have done, if it was accidental, and if you can fix it, they will ask you to go ahead and fix it. If they find it intentional, consequences will follow. Second violation, you'll be removed from Ile Ella. Your membership will be terminated indefinitely. Severe violation, several violations, you will... Severe violations include intentional disclosure of members' identity, sharing sacred practices with outsiders, deliberately undermining the community's integrity. You'll be removed immediately and permanently. Legal actions will follow, because I told you the NDA is spiritually and legally binding. Iyanifa is not that deep. Iyanifa Ewa is not that deep. I did not use letter to invite you. I did not send invitation to your house. You are the one that used your hand to scroll to the link in the bio, and you fill the form by yourself. So if you do not want anybody to hold you accountable, I told you one of the reasons why a lot of our ancestors left Ifa and they went to church was because somebody presented to them a practice that lacks responsibility and accountability. Everything you do is the devil. Every good thing you want is God that is going to give you. Anything you do wrong, just say, Father, forgive me. You say Astagfirullah, and it just goes, and you move on with your life like nothing ever happened. That's the reason a lot of our ancestors, after the slave trade, that's the reason a lot of them left. So you can follow the path of your ancestors. Just move on to where there is no accountability and responsibility. But here, we have it in capital letters. So when you break the oath that carries spiritual consequences, you will see the spiritual consequence. Your Ori knows the commitment you made. Your Egbe knows. Your Orisha knows. And they will enforce the consequence that is attached to what you violated to you. In plain English, they will give it to you. So let everybody be guided. Don't join Ile Ella if you are not ready to keep to commitment, and if you're not ready to be accountable. What we represent in Ile Ella, the temple of Ella, it's a temple of return. We're a gathering place for souls who recognize themselves in this life, who recognize their heavenly covenant to their lineage, and they are ready to make it happen in their lifetime. We represent loyalty. First of all, those of you that know me, you know. Loyalty has to be my blood group and my genotype in this life. Loyalty. You have to be loyal to covenants, to each other, to ancestors, to the sacred work. Secondly is growth. I need to make sure that you're growing. spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, ancestral growth across your different aspects of your life. You are growing because in Iliela, we are speaking of Ifa, and Ifa cuts across every aspect of your life. So as I'm making sure that spiritually you are growing, financially you have to grow, physically you have to grow. Let me tell you what to expect. If you join Iliela and you happen to be a Nigerian and you don't have any landed property in your name, I will give you a period of time based on whatever income you are making. We will sit down and talk about the fact that in the next 2 years you have to rile, you have to have a landed property in your name, you have to grow. You cannot live this life without having a real estate property in your name. You have to own a portion of this ile in physical life. Your children has to have something to inherit. If you join us and you are an employee and you do not have a financial legacy you are passing across your children, I will give you timeline, give you all the tools that you need. You have to make it happen because we will ask you. This is not just a spiritual community. This is Ifa. Ifa is all round. Ifa is all round. You have to see the growth in every aspect of your life. Your Ebe will test you just like I said. I want to be able to see that you are growing. You don't know how I felt over the weekend. See one of the people that my Ori has helped me to be a part of their journey. See them act out in growth. It was proud memory. It was proud moment for me that wow, I have been able to, through the words of Ifa, impact somebody's life this much. And I saw the other side too, and I said, you know, when I always make a prayer here that I always pray this prayer as we are learning and hearing these words of Ifa. May it not enter through the left ear and go out through the right. That person was proof that some people are hearing like this and is going out like this. I know any end shame, I just pity the person because I'm like, where else do you want to go to hear the words of Ifa broken down for you the way Iyanifa does? If you don't understand it here, what's your hope? Where else do you want to go to understand it? But then at the end of the day, I feel like it's not the where else, it's the point where they decide that, you know what, I want this to make sense to me. We pray for them that they get to that point, that they are able to look at their lives and see that this woman represents all-round success and she's impacting us every day with all-round success. I wrote a book that extracts how you can apply Ifa to your everyday life, your finances, your career, your health, your relationship, your business, legally, in parenting, in every aspect of your life that Odù taught. I took my time to bring it out from every essay. You think I don't know what I'm doing? It's because I want us to be able to apply Ifa and feel that growth and success in this life. There are some people out there, the only way that people know that they are part of Ifa is because they are wearing 2,000 ileke. Especially those of them in diaspora. And it looks so beautiful. But the day you remove ileke, can people look at your life and say, man, what have you been hearing? Who has been talking to you? Who has been talking to you? Like, there's something that is going on in your life right now. Like, we can see the evidence. This last weekend that passed, or more, proud teacher moments, proud spiritual mother moments, proud everything moment for me because I saw it in real time, and all I could say was, Ifa Sheun, Elédùmarè Sheun. At least that one person made me see that my waking up 6 a.m. every morning is not in vain. Me, Ibashe Ijoba. I start the program at 6. I don't wake up at 6. I wake up at 4. People that wake up at 4 in Lagos are people that have job 9 to 5. I don't have 9 to 5. I still wake up at 4. Nobody is paying me. At least those that are going for 9 to 5, they have hope of salary at the end of the month. You are not paying me salary. But me showing up every day and seeing what I saw this weekend made me know that it's not in vain. This book that I wrote is not in vain. People are receiving it and their life is improving in real time. So that's what we represent. We represent growth. We represent family love. The kind of love that knows you across reincarnation, that holds you accountable and celebrates your becoming. We represent love. We also represent teaching. Of course, you know that already. We transmit Ifa wisdom, Ìṣẹ̀ṣe practice, and ancestral knowledge. Because we are here to do the work of the ancestors that called us back. That's why we represent all of this. We are here to do the work that everybody, both home and abroad, needs to clarify the things that have been confused. We are here for all of that, and that's what we're going to represent. So Ile Ifa is not a club, it's a family, it's a temple, it's a covenant that is alive, that helps us to be alive in this world. It's a covenant, it's a temple, and it's a family. Our mission and vision statement, you'll be reading that when you receive the document. Our boundaries, I've mentioned that you will get details of that when you receive the covenant. Now, what you will receive, by joining Iliela, you gain a spiritual family that knows you across different lifetimes. You have access to monthly gatherings with leadership, teaching, and community rituals. You are able to access divination, spiritual guidance for understanding your Ori and your reincarnation pattern and what you are here to do. You have a confidential space where you can process your spiritual journey without judgment. You have a confidential space where you can express yourself, knowing that everything stays there and nobody is judging you. And that's very important. I can say this with you with all confidence. That is what so many Iles are lacking right now. You have segregation. One part is feeling like this inside the house. Please don't bring that energy here. If you are used to walking into somewhere and you size everybody up and you start to create caucuses and group, don't do this. Tó bá ti fẹ́ káwọn tó láyé fi ẹ́ ṣẹ̀sín. Tó bá ti fẹ́ ṣẹ̀sín ìta gbangba, don't do it. If you do not want the orishas of Ile that we are putting this Ile on top, you don't want the Iyameta that is the tripod on which this Ile is standing, you don't want them to make you a public disgrace. Don't try it, oh. Torí mo something by you. I've told you people how long I struggled before I decided to do this thing, and it's because of things like this. So if I'm doing it right now, I'm watching with my eyes in front, at the back, and at the side. Don't try it. Let's maintain, let's love each other, let's enjoy the love that comes with this and not the other side of it. So people are here to get a confidential space where they can process their spiritual journey without judgment. You get accountability and witnessing from your Egbe who will support your growth. I told Ifa, I told Olodumare, I told my Ori to make Ile Ela a place where different Egbes can connect. Your Egbe members all over the world that are looking for how to connect with you, and you are looking for how to connect with them. One request that I made from Orishas, from Ifa, is that let this be a point of connection with every Egbe that is going to help us grow and develop. So, Lashe Edumare, I know that I'll be hearing a lot of things that will sound like, the people I met here have been family, they've been my Egbe, they've helped to support. I personally requested it. That's what I personally requested for. So if you're Egbe, they don't know where to find you, I am calling them. I've sent every powers and spirit and identity that be to say, your members are here, come and meet them here. All of you come, virtually, physically, come in here. This is a safe space for you to meet, for you to express, and for you to happen in this life. And as you find them, let me know. And some of you will come here and find relationship. You see that relationship part? I beg you. Let me just beg you. If you are finding relationship in our Egbe, make sure you do your divination very well. Don't say because I made the person in Iliela, the person is my destiny. I beg you. I'm not going to be responsible for one uncle that we enter into Iliela. Our mat, you'll be testing and sampling. I'm testing if they are. You did this one for 2 weeks. They did this one and be testing everybody around. Don't come and be choir leader that is sleeping with chorister. You are not going to do that inside my own Ileo. You will get your information right and pick the person that you has attended. Nobody is sampling anybody. This is not music industry. It's not music industry where we are sampling people's song. Don't come here and be sampling people. If you come into this Ile and you want to have financial relationship with people, ask Ifa. I do not take responsibility for any business you do with anybody that went down the drain. Ask Ifa, would you find people here that will be business partners for life? Yes. Can you find your life partners here? Yes. Can you find soul brothers and soul sisters here? Yes. But am I responsible for how it goes? No. Both of you are under my Ile. I'm the mother of both sides. You cannot tear me apart to say, who is she taking sides with? Who is she taking sides with? I experienced one as a test. I told myself never again. Me, Shemo, I'm not me care me, but whatever it is you choose it. Because the one that I decided to, I was so excited about that relationship. If I said the relationship is not going there, I became the bad person. Iyanifa became the bad person because I'm trying to guide people in the path that Ifa said they should go. I'm not doing it again. That one test was one too many. So relationship, friendship, business partnership, you can find it there. I'm not saying you will not find, but please be 100% sure that you are sure that you are sure. And whichever way it goes, just carry it as Ori and rub your body, and we move. We just move. You will keep quiet and accept it. When you people are going on dates and was eating KFC and you are going to Maldives, nobody knows. So the day sand enter into your gari and you go your separate way, just keep that same energy. Just continue to smile. The two of you are out. Go there and grow. When you grow, you can come back inside. But as long as you are here, adult human being that have sense, remember, that's your middle name. You are an adult human person that has sense. You have sense. Look into the mirror and remind yourself every day, I'm an adult human being and I have sense. And I'm happening in this lady in the house. You get protection. Very important. They said YouTube is freezing. It's not freezing on our end though. YouTube is very clear because they're also watching YouTube on the TV inside. Maybe you want to exit and join in again. It's not freezing on this end. So you receive protection, very important. That's one of the things Awo does for each other. The community will give you spiritual backing, emotional backing, and practical physical backing. You will receive, as long as you're a committed member, anything that shows up for you, just call, one call away. Iyanifa, somebody is trying to be unreasonable and we will ask Ifa, we will swing into action for you. They are looking at you alone. They don't know that you have an army behind you. Ile is an army that is standing behind. As long as you are in the right, don't go and look for trouble and say, Iyanifa said that they are behind me. Then you now go and walo fi. You now say, Iyanifa is behind me. That day you will see my true color. You will see another color of me. But please, we have spiritual protection for you, solidly behind you. Anybody that is trying to do anyhow to you, the person is not coming for you. The person is coming for an entire army. We will show up like this. Our standing alone, Iberu to show on, just looking at us alone, the person is begging. It will show the person what life is. See, the two backings you are sure of in this community, Ile is backing you up, and Yameta is backing you up. That one is default. They are there. So anybody that wants to do anyhow with you, we see anyhow. Your community is behind you. So you are sure that you're having protection and you're sure that you're accessing love, family love, the kind that will show up for you, the kind that will speak for you, the kind that will be soft with you, the kind that would always be there for you. What's going on there? And you also have purpose. The knowledge, this knowledge that you are part of, this fulfillment that we have, you are a part of something that is bigger than you. Even if you don't know your purpose in life, you don't know how to, as long as you are here and you are following what you are supposed to do here, you are fulfilling a purpose in life. You are fulfilling a purpose in life. This community will make sure that you are fulfilling a purpose in life. You don't have to be at the forefront of everything, but you will be fulfilling a purpose in life. So our first gathering is going to be Saturday, the 27th of June. The date and the location will be announced to people that have joined. It's not a general thing. So what you expect when you join, you will have a secured video gathering for those of you that are going to join us virtually. No member will see any member's contact information. No external messaging of members in the platform. It's not the one that somebody will now send you a message. We are members of the same group. Please, can you send her urgent 2K? It's their daddy that is always sick in the hospital. Nobody is going to harass you. Don't worry. Everything about you on that platform we have chosen to use is confidential and secured. So it doesn't matter who you are. Some people are practicing Ifa right now who are not yet in a place where their family members and the public can know. And it's okay. The peculiarity of their own life is like that. So they are protected, they are covered, they are in a place that they are free. So the platform that we are using is such that nobody is able to contact anybody after, nobody is able to see anybody's contact. And yes, and the leadership will also be opened, to setting intentions and making invocations when we start. You will be formally received into the community on that day. You will have your oath-taking ceremony on that day. There will be teachings that is relevant to the work of Ella. If you don't know anything about Ella, when you get into the house, you will know. And our community is time conscious. There's no African time. Is time conscious, no African time. Please note that. We will have shared ceremony and ritual. It will be a quiet place. You have your open heart. You have your notebooks if you wish. And we will do everything. All I'm going to tell you is, please, do not bring skepticism, distraction, expectations. Just come as you are. What I'm expecting, please. Unrealistic expectation, leave it in church. Leave it in the mosque. Leave it to the pastor and the Jew. They are the one that promise you honey and water, milk and honey will come out of. They are the one that promise you all things are passed away, all things have become new, everything is different. Like, I'm not promising you all of that. I'm promising you a normal human life that you are experiencing, the best version of it. So don't come here with any unrealistic expectation. Don't look at anybody. Can you imagine this person is in this group and they are doing like this? People are the way they are. Don't put your expectation, don't project anything on anybody. Let people breathe. The world is already hard on people. Let's create a safe space where people can just be and grow. Is that okay? So don't come with expectations. Don't come with any distractions, anything. Our meetings will be maximum of 2 hours, nothing more than that. We do it and we go on to the next meeting. Most of the time, meetings will be monthly and sometimes it will be bi-monthly, but our weekly services will be there when the weekly services commence. So our membership fee, it is also there. We're starting a membership fee of $20 per month, and this fees goes into the leadership compensation. The platform that we are using, this secured platform we're using, has a monthly payment. We don't want to use free platforms because confidentiality is very important for me. I'm saying this because I say this, that in terms of my working in Ifa, I've met people of high caliber, people whose physical life whose physical presence has to be confidential, people that they don't need anybody to know that they are here, right? I deal with such people as a spiritualist, and they also want to be a part of this community. So because of them, we have chosen that particular platform that we are using, and because of the level of confidentiality that it provides us, it requires a certain amount of money to be paid, so the membership fee will go into that. It will go into administrative costs, community resources and materials, spiritual work and offerings. The day you call us to say, hey, I need you to show up for me, the first thing we are going to ask you is not money. As long as we verify your situation, we are going to take money out of the membership fee to say, let's show up for them. Some people are in situations that is like life-threatening, and we need to pull them out of there. It's not at that point that we'll now start saying, oh, let's raise money. Mrs. Kinikon is in a situation, her husband found out she's in Ifa, has thrown her out, she doesn't have anywhere to sleep. Then we now start with, no, we are too organized than that. So these are things where your membership fee is going into. And then the future physical space that we're going to have in Nigeria, in Georgia, in the United Kingdom, in Canada, in Europe, in every beautiful place, in Abuja. Abuja people is like, it's like Abuja will be set up earlier than I thought, because I'm beginning to have some kind of connection with that Abuja somehow, but we'll get there. So your payment is due before every monthly gathering, and the payment method will be provided for you based on wherever it is you are. The financial secretary would always come up to show us, this is how much came in, this is how much we spent, and this is, what it is. So all the other steps will be communicated with you immediately after you have signed up, like your NDA, your community oath, community agreement, code of conduct, every other thing that you need will be communicated with you within 48 hours of you filling the form. So like I said, the form is in the link in the bio of this TikTok channel. Just click on the link. You mentioned London months ago. Are we so blessed? Oh, okay. London people, I love you. I love you. It's just that Charlie and her family, they can just make everything feel somehow. But Ifa says we should go there, so we'll go there. We don't have a problem. We'll get there. So London people, get ready. So the link in the bio of this TikTok channel, you find the link there. In the bio, there's a link there. Just fill it out. On the website, the link is there. Fill it out. If you are catching a replay on YouTube, it will be in the description box. Fill it out. Anywhere you are, just find a way to fill out the form. If you don't find the form, send a DM, send a message via WhatsApp. The link will be sent to you. Just fill it, and then we would be there. So when you are attending meetings, please, you don't bring people along that are not members of our ILEO. We don't have biscuit and ribena for newcomers. If you want to join, you will join through the link. So if you have a friend that you have told and you feel, oh, my friend, don't bring the friend unannounced. Remember that I told you this is our confidentiality is key. Anybody that is not a part, if they want to, let them go through the right channel. Is that okay? So that they will not embarrass you and your friend. Go through the right channel. Let your friend become a member. Let your friend understand what we are doing before they become a part of it. Then they can come with you. I'm not saying don't bring your family and friends, but let everybody go through the right channel. So at this point, I say welcome again to Iyanifa. Welcome to the Temple of Ella. And as we officially commence, Elédùmarè Ọba Aláàánú is going to make it a success for us. Àwọn Aláṣẹkù, àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn, the ancestors will make it a success. We are here to complete the work that they started, or to continue the work that they started. They will make it for us, make it easy for us in this life. That's why we call them Aláṣẹkù, those that did the work halfway. Wọ́n ṣekù ni wọ́n ṣe tán. They will be here with us all the way and every step of the journey to make it a success. So on behalf of the entire team of Ifa College, where Iyanifa is shooting out from the entire team of Iyanifa Ewa as a brand, where Iyanifa is shooting out from, and on behalf of Kábíyèsí Erifa Abegunde and myself, Iyanifa Ewa, I officially welcome you to Iyanifa, the Temple of Ella. And this is the first day. We'll be here to experience 1 year, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years, way after we have gone. It will continue to thrive. It will continue to fulfill its purpose. Lashe Dumari. Ashe. Okay, we have said yay. So let me see. Have I answered all your questions on reincarnation? I've answered the question about does Orisha reincarnate? I've answered the question about deja vu experience. I've answered the question about Egbe. Then we pause to talk about Ella. So the final question is, on behalf of Temple Oturupo Ogunda, we're excited for you to. Oh, thank you so much. Sis, please, I need the manual on how to take care of Temple. You know, I told you I don't like that thing. So you that you have had Temple before, please, don't leave me alone. I need you on this journey. Send me a DM and tell me the secret code to how to run Temple, how to be able to How can I get help about it? The link in the bio, go to the bio of this TikTok channel. There's a link in that bio. Click on it. Click on the link in the bio and you will find everything you need there. The form will be there. There's a link in the bio. Just go to the page and you'll see it there. It will be there. We're going to launch virtually. Oh, of course, we're going to launch virtually with a lot of popcorn and drinks to go around. And we discussed about you filled in a missing piece of me. And you, because you feel the missing piece of me. Thank you so much, Iyanifa Ewa. That means a lot to me. So let's answer the last question on reincarnation. How do we connect? Okay, there are two questions. This first question says, how do we connect spirit spouses in reincarnation? Spirit spouses, you know, people talk about Okorun, Yaworun. I have a spirit spouse. Do you reincarnate together with your spirit spouse? Let's quickly run through that. Please, can you turn off the comment section so that we can go into the teaching? Spirit spouses are a phenomenon that sits in the intersection of reincarnation, Egbe, and destiny. Can you stop that? A spirit spouse is a marriage that was made in Orun before you came into this life. Two souls who connected and they chose to be partners and happened in a marriage setting in Orun. They were there. Now, a spirit spouse can manifest in different ways. Sometimes the spirit spouse reincarnates with you into this earthly form. You find them in person in this lifetime. You marry them. You guys recognize each other, and you have known each other for forever. It's not a hyperbole. You have it. You have that connection. You were married in Orun before. You come back into this earth. You continue your journey. But sometimes your spirit spouse stays in Orun while you reincarnate here. They did not come with you, but you still remain spiritually married. You can feel their presence, their guidance. You have dreams about them. In some cases, your spirit spouse is so powerful that this presence of your spirit spouse is so powerful that they do not allow you to enter into another marriage in this earth. Some people experience that. Now, in this case, you feel their presence, you continue to feel them, but it's so strong. It is so strong that you cannot experience an earthly marriage. In that case, the person you marry cannot compete with your spirit spouse. The earthly relationship will fail and continue to fail because that bond that is existing is stronger. Your spirit spouse, you marry them, they did not come to this earth with you. But their presence is so strong that they do not allow any other person to stay with you. In such cases, send a message to Iyanifa Ewa. Send a message to me. We would ask Ifa on how we are able to speak to your spirit spouse, husband or wife, that see, you see this life that they came. People marry here. They need marriage to complete their work in this life. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. They are going to come back to you. This life is short. You guys still have forever or a long time to spend. Allow them in this life. Is there something you want? Is there an assurance you want? Is there yes, assurance. Is there an assurance you want to hold on to that, oh, they're not going to betray you? What commitment level do you need with them? Or do you need from them that will assure you in this life that they are still for you, they are not leaving you, and you can allow them to? So we will ask them, we'll ask their spirit spouses this question, and we get answers to it, and they're able to move on in their life. Now, Ifa says that sometimes they are both. You have an earthly spouse and a spirit spouse, and you are navigating both relationships. One is visible, one is not, and you are able to perfectly navigate both. Now, all of these are reincarnation phenomenons in different sense of it. They are covenants that you have made before you came into this earth, and they are carried from the Orun to the Aye boundary. They exist. It is a real thing. Now, what do you do about it? Go to Ifa, find out the nature of that marriage covenant you have with your spirit spouse, then walk with it in your spirit realm. Some spirit spouses can be negotiated with, like I said, they can be honored, they'll be given space while your earthly relationship can flourish. Some of them need serious spiritual work to release you from them at that time. You know, those of you that make covenants, even in this life, I keep telling people, you are sitting down with someone, I can't live without you. I can't breathe without them. I cannot eat without them. If anything happens, you are going together. You are making covenants with your mouth. You will now come back into this life again. They are not there with you. You have said you can't live without them. You can't breathe without them. You cannot happen in life without them. And you begin to experience those in the same way. Some of you in Odù, you did the same thing. You held on to your spirit husband like this. This life you are going. If you get there and you meet any other person, you will not do. You don't know what life is, but you have made covenant. You cannot do. You cannot find a man like you. You cannot experience life like a kilo shelle. People will be doing as if there's one life you came that they denied you marriage. You have made those promises and it has become so hard for you to express in this life with another partner based on the things that you said. So some of you, your own needs serious spiritual work, like serious spiritual work, to be able to keep that, not separate you. Nobody can separate you from that. There's no separation. I'd explained something to you about Yoruba culture. There's nothing in Yoruba culture called divorce. There is nothing like, there is no, like the people from the southeastern part of Nigeria, they have that. Traditional wedding is done. If there's a divorce, family would return bride price. Yoruba culture does not have it. It is, I told you, everything we practice is embedded in our spirituality. Spiritually, you cannot, anybody that is lying to you that they will separate you from your spiritual husband, divorce both of you. You have given somebody money to just go and eat suya. Nobody is separating you from anybody. All the separation you have done, auntie, uncle, how is it going? How is it going? Your spirit husband is still visiting you in the dream. He's still coming against everything you are doing. He's still interfering in your relationship. After the number of work that they've done and how much you have paid, relax and calm down. In Yoruba cosmology, there is no such thing as a divorce. People can separate, especially when family is involved, children are involved. You are in each other's life for life. A woman can give birth to 2 children in her husband's house, first husband's house. She can come back into that house and have her last child there. She always has a place there. There is no such thing as divorce. You can decide in this life not to exist together again. You can be separated for the rest of your life. But the day that other partner is passing, in Yoruba family, they will still call that wife. They will still inform that husband. You are still entitled to be there by their graveside when they will be buried. It's not so spiritually, nobody is separating you, but some people require some serious work to keep them, just to keep that spirit spouse at peace. Just let them breathe, let them stay in this life, let them just experience this life. And some of those work is constant, though. It's not a one-off thing. No. Some of you, your spirit husband has sense, or spirit wife has sense. When you tell her, I've come into this life, I want to enjoy this life, they allow you. When you finish here, you are coming back to them, they allow you. Some people don't. So when it comes to reincarnation, that's how it is. The important thing is that this is not an imagination. It's not just psychology. It's a real covenant that you made with somebody before birth, and you're not coming into this life to play with it or joke with it. So yes, reincarnation with spirit husbands or spirit wives, they exist. Now, to the last question, somebody asked, do lovers reincarnate together in this life? I think I explained that already. Yes, you guys can reincarnate together in this life and still be husband and wife. You can reincarnate in this life and be siblings. You can reincarnate in this life and be friends. Now, I know how funny this might sound, but this is a real thing. There are experiences that I have walked a couple of my clients to. Please, can you turn on the comment section? I need people's interaction now. It is the experiences I've walked some of my clients through. Some people have met people in this life that the kind of relationship they have with them, they could not get married. The dynamics of their relationship doesn't allow for them to get married. But somehow they are like 5 and 6 for life. They are like 5 and 6 for life. No matter who they marry, this person is closer to them than their partner. This person understands them more than their partner. They just feel more comfortable with this person. The kind of love they have for this person, they cannot explain it. And people are like, you people should go and get married then. It's not just happening. The dynamics is not just going that way. I have walked certain clients through it, and we did a divination, and Ifa said that is their spouse from on, their spouse from on happening in life with them, but they did not come into this life to marry. They came into this life as siblings. They came into this life as friends, like ride or die friends. But marriage, anything emotional, it's not going to happen. And such cases is very delicate because these people go ahead to have partners in life, but their partners know that they cannot compete with this person in their life. They just cannot. Try as much as they can. This person is the only person that can read them like a book. The connection they have with this person is like, nobody gets it. Now, I'm talking about sincere people, not people that are just hiding under bestie and they are sleeping in their, I'm talking about sincere friendships. A couple of years ago, we had a client like that. She said she and that person, they've tried to separate from each other several times. Life just keep bringing them back together. And the way life brings them back together, they are in front of each other like this. Either they are working in the same place, they are on the same project. Life just happens to bring them into each other's life like this. And they are just there. Yet they are not partners. Yet they will not get married to each other. For that lady, I had to invite her husband. And I told the man, see, you are not an Ifa priest, right? Wash your hands. Take my opele in your hands. Do a divination. Ask Ifa. You are the one that is going to put it down yourself. I will direct you with your own hand yourself. When it comes out, take this book and read what that Odù says by yourself. Explain and interpret it to me by yourself. And the man did. And he was like, oh God. So me and this man will be marrying my wife. He's not married to your wife. They're just friends. But for her to be able to succeed in this lifetime, this person will always be there. The day that you mess up, this person will always be there. There are certain things that she wants to do in life. It will come through this person. That's the covenant they made. In Oru, where they are coming from, they were married, but they told each other, I will come into this life with you and be your best friend and be your ride or die and stay with you and support you. And it's just what it is. It's the covenant, it's the promises that they made to each other. And this is another life. Oh. Let me just tell you, be careful of promises you make in love. I beg you. Some of it sounds so beautiful. But when circumstances take you to different lives, another lifetime where you are born in a different space, it might not be convenient to happen in love like that. Relax. You don't need all these. I can't do without you. Life is not going to go on. Don't say that. Resist the urge to say it. I love you is okay. I miss you is okay. You will save your husband's name with my life wire. The air that I breathe. Relax. We know that you love them. Kilepe. Afefe iji. My soul, my life, my spirit, my breath, my everything, my kilo day. You don't have to do it. You don't. These things are more serious than you think. You are running up and down, fighting spirit husband and spirit wife now. It is something that you said in Oru to them. That's what they are holding on to. My heart beats. Kilo shele. It's not going to. Sure, you know it's not going to change anything, Sha. I hope you know it's not going to change anything. If you decide not to say that, you know it's not going to change anything in your relationship. You can find something else. My love, you know ti wa okay. Àṣejù ní my heart, my lifeline, my last breath. Kí ló ń ṣe? Please, this is another life you are making covenants. You will reincarnate and come into this life again. I still want you with me in next life. Let next life happen the way next life is supposed to happen. If Olódùmarè says we are doing the next life together, we're going to do it together. Tó bá kádàrá pé a tún máa tún ayé wa, a máa fẹ́ra wa, kádàrá ni, àkọsílẹ̀ ni, kò lè tàsé. Don't use your mouth láti yan àyànmọ́ tí ò lè steady fúnra rẹ̀. I love my partner with all my heart, but the person is not my breath. The person is not my liver and my kidney. The person is not no. You are making covenants in this life, and some of you know what these things is, or you know the power that these things carry. You know, in the middle of intimacy, you put your forehead on the forehead of your partner. You look into their eyes. You will never leave me. I will never leave you in the next life. You know what you are doing. You already know what you are doing. But what you don't know is the gravity and the seriousness of it. You don't know that it will follow you after this life. Some of you are experiencing it, and you're like, see, Iyanifa, me, I don't know when I married spirit husband or spirit wife. I don't know when I promised anybody anything. Now that you know, you are doing the one that you know now. In the next life, you will not remember this one too, but you are doing it now. I love you is okay. I miss you is okay. My sugar in my tea, sugar poor. If you don't find sugar in this life, I'm going to supply and that one in the next life. That one is okay. The only cockroach in my wardrobe, that one is okay. They will supply so many other cockroaches in the next life. But my breath, my life, my I don't even understand. You are the breath, you are the air that I breathe. The air that you breathe, Sha. Emma ní sùúrù. I know in your first life, rock of first, bó ṣe one time yìí báyìí, ó dì mú báyìí ni pé kò síbi tó ń lọ. Rí àwò fẹ́ is your phone. Rí àwò fẹ́ in your first life. So this one you are holding, I understand you. Some of you are like me. So many failed relationships. Tó bá ní ká máa kà báyìí, ó yẹ kó ti fún wa trophy. There's supposed to be a department in Nigeria that will talk about people that their heart has been broken several times. There should be compensation for them. Some of us will be the front of the row. If you line up, they because some of us are, please let her come to the front. On this journey, she has been through a lot. We know. So the day you finally find that person, you are like, oh no, you are the eyes in my socket. You are the tongue in my mouth. Relax. Just calm down. Calm down, please. Just relax. Don't do it. Words are spiritual. Words are powerful. They will run with you in so many generations. They will run with you in so many generations, so many lifetimes. So just be careful of your choice of words. Some people are in this life fighting heavenly relationships based on commitments that they make. You find some children, if I would have said before their 18th birthday, do this, so what they committed in Orun was XYZ ABC. Then their parents are running helter-skelter so that they will not go back at the age of 18 because of covenants that they made. You are making covenants in this life again. Be careful. Be careful with those words. Spirits are holding them. Be careful with those words. Spirits are holding them. So can you reincarnate in this life with your lover? Yes, you can. I think I've answered that question. You can reincarnate with them in this life. Now, we have seen different forms of reincarnation and the ways they can happen. We have seen the ways you can confirm if you are reincarnating. We have seen the different forms that people can reincarnate as orishas, as direct ancestors in different forms. We have seen them. We have seen the reason why people reincarnate because they have unfinished work, because they have things that they have to undo, things that they have to redo, and things that they need to continue. We have seen that. Now, your assignment is to find out the part of your life that is the reincarnated part. That's the kadara. Wọ́n ti kádàrá pé o máa wá ṣe, wọ́n kọ mọ́ ẹni. You are not the one that chose it. You don't choose who you want to reincarnate. It's not part of your àyànmọ́ àyànpín. Inú kádàrá ẹ̀ ló wà. Your grandfather is coming back. Inú kádàrá ẹ̀ ló wà. It is in the destined part of your life. Find it out and do it. If you don't, you will come back again. You see, reincarnation is not a bad thing and it's not a good thing. It depends on why you are reincarnating. It's two sides of a coin. It depends on why you are reincarnating. If you are reincarnating to repeat something, your life feels frustrating when you are happening in life. It's like you are repeating a class. It feels frustrating because your mates have gone ahead. Your mates have gone ahead. The person asking about reincarnation, just hold on, I'll respond to you. Your mates have gone ahead in the class of life. You are repeating. It feels frustrating. It feels embarrassing. You find people like that in life. They are constantly frustrated. They are embarrassed. They feel a certain kind of way that you as a person cannot understand why they are feeling like that. You look at them and you feel like you are putting too much stress on yourself. You don't understand that their spirit is carrying that. Their spirit is carrying it. So in this life, this is another opportunity to do it. Find it out and do it. If not, you will come back and do it. And that's not a curse. That's life. Orunmila requested for it. Elédùmarè granted it. And it has been happening since then. That's just what life means. Some of you, you have time and opportunity now. You are not finishing the work now. You will now come back in another life and be rushing, working like somebody that is on steroids. You are wondering why your spirit will not allow you to sleep. In the night you are working, in the day you are working. Everybody is like, relax, look at what you have done. You have done a lot. Your spirit is not going to allow you to relax because when you had the opportunity in the past life, you did two things in 80 years. You had 100 to do. You did just 2 in 80 years. Your life is coming. You are coming back into this life. You will now be rushing. You will now be rushing. You will now be rushing it up. You are constantly, and it would express itself in your mental, psychological, and physical life and health as anxiety. Different forms of anxiety. You are mentally pressured. Nobody is pressuring you. You don't run a 9-to-5 job with someone. You are the one doing your thing by yourself. Nobody can ask you anything. Yet you are constantly under pressure. You are not competing with anybody. You are competing with that past life that you could not do. Some of you are happening in this life. Generations has passed. You could not do the work you were supposed to do. You now find opportunity in this generation. You are doing things. When people look at me and they ask me, Iyanifa, please, can you calm down? You are doing a lot already. Like, this woman just keeps coming up with one thing or the other. I smile. I look at the people look at my lineage. Maybe you should sit down and look at my lineage. The family that I came out from. The number of times teachers has come in and they've gone into religion to go and use that skill because they thought it was in Christianity. Then you will understand that now that me, I have found it in Ifa, you would understand why I feel so much pressure. Why I'm doing so many things at the same time. So many people in my lineage didn't get it. They had the skills, they had the ability, they had the gift, they had the resources. They channeled it into somewhere else that was of zero benefit to our ancestral lineage. Everything my great-grandfather did in Methodist Church, my grandfather did in the Anglican Church was total waste to Ifa and Ise-Se. Total waste to Ifa and Ise-Se. On my mother's side of the family, Jason Igbo was there. I've given you the breakdown of the story. Go and Google Jason Igbo. He's my grandmother's uncle. That's the mother side of my family. I cannot say that this is what that guy did that was relevant to Ifá and Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. But looking at Jason Igbo's life and everything he accomplished and how smooth it went, you know that he had a calling in this life that was in line of what he did. Was he able to do it? I don't think so. So when you look at me and you are wondering why is she doing this and this, reincarnation is at work. That's why I cannot slow down for, if you don't get it in this life, you get it in another life. I'm moving. You will get it in another life. Ask the people that work with me, the pace at which I work. We still had this morning, the person that is putting together the issue book. I said, well, I'm launching the issue book this evening at the book club. And he's like, how do you just wake up in the morning and give me all these type of deadlines? Where is the phone? The message is on this phone. How do you just wake up in the morning and give me all these type of deadlines? And I'm like, it's not me. Oh, I'm not doing it on purpose. Oh. I said, how far with the issue book? Good morning. We are launching this evening. He said, WTF. Why do you give this kind of sudden deadlines? I said, Emma Binu. It's not me. It's when they bring it into my spirit and my mind that I will ask. Those that are working with me will tell you. There's one that is looking at me with corner eye, with toothpick in his mind, like, this woman, if she came to this life as my younger sister, I will just tie her hands behind her back. We don't do anything. Sit down there for 1 month. You're not going to do anything. I know that's what his spirit is saying right now, but unfortunately, I'm not his younger sister. And we are on the same team, and we are on this team for life. Nobody is leaving this work, and we will continue to fly at this pace. We are doing it. His Alpha Blessing already knows the person I'm looking at. You can see him, but you know that he's trying. These people are really trying, because sometimes I look at it like, can somebody put me under this pressure and I should take it? I will not take it from anybody, but this is me constantly giving it out to people, and it's not me. As they are giving it out to me too, I'm pushing it out. You have not eaten. All of us have not eaten. See my food here too. Can you imagine? To 4, we have been awake since morning, and we have been working since morning. We literally don't have. I look at my team members and I'm like, these guys don't have a social life. Oh, come to think of it, which day are you people going to marry? They don't have girlfriend. Hey, we are talking about it now, and I'm just thinking about it, that is it that bad? But I'm sure I'm not the one that say you should not go out. You can go out, or you can meet people. Don't worry, when we start Lela, you will meet girlfriend there. Hey, what about me? Plug him here. Come and plug this thing for me. Like, as funny as that sounds, that is it. Like, we don't even think about any other thing again aside from this. We don't think about anything else again apart from this. Not because we don't. Let's even be grateful for Ase Erifa. Is Ase Erifa? Is Ase Erifa that has brought a little bit of social life to us right now. Babalawo Ifá ni yo. Mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Mo ṣe gbogbo àtọyìn. What's the name of your YouTube channel? Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Shetiri. Right. Let me see. I think it's the other way.
No,
Okay, it doesn't turn. Okay. Just sorry. Yeah. Sorry, hold on. Let's do this. Hold it that way. And then no, it should not connect if you don't turn that thing on. No, I don't need it. But it's not on. No. It's not on. Let's try the second one. Sorry, please hold on a minute. Try the second one. No. Like, just leave it in the second one. Just leave that one for this one. And let's try this one. This one is an old one, so I think this one will be better. It is sure. Me want it on. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. YouTube channel is Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. So this is as you are going through life now, make sure that you are doing it well now, so that when you reincarnate, you don't go through life that is pressured. You don't go through life that you're just rushing. Some of us are doing it. I always give myself as an example. I'm not reincarnating life at a pace that feels very beautiful and awesome. For me, it's a rush. A lot of things that my ancestors were supposed to do that they did not do, or they went to do somewhere else. All of them now packed everything on me and say, we believe in you. And if you're a spiritual person, you see the way they will be cheering you up. You are doing it. We are proud of you. You are doing the work of 200 people in one body. It's a lot. So this life is another opportunity to get it right. This life is another opportunity to do it right and get it right, so that you don't come back under pressure. So the people that were asking questions, how do you know your Kadara? How do you know what you are reincarnating as? The fastest and most precise answer to that is through your Itefa, during your Itefa. So if you have not done your Itefa is loosely defined as Ifa initiation. Egba. Here. Itefa is loosely defined as Ifa initiation. Just hold it. I'm not sure if he has it. It's loosely defined as Ifa initiation. That process is the one that gives you all the information about your reincarnation, gives you information about your Kadara, about your Ikmi, your Ayomo, the details of your entire life as it is. That's where you find it. You find it there, the details of your entire life and all of that. You find it in your Itefa. So if you have not done your Itefa, they've not done it here. It's not yet signed up. If you have not done your Itefa, just send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now and say, Iyanifa, I watched your video when you talked about reincarnation and Kadara, our destiny, our path in life, and you want to know yours. And then I give you all the information and then we're able to break it down. Don't forget that the link in the bio is going to take you to the entry form of the Ile Ella, Temple of Ella, so that we get started. Eshe Goni Adupe Quantum says, such a beautiful spirit. Oh, thank you so much for that compliment. Eshe Goni Adupe. Madi, this is a huge milestone. Iyanifa, congratulations. Thank you so much. Eshe Goni Adupe. Mrs. O Forever, thank you so much for that gift. So we have officially come to the end of our teaching on reincarnation. But by popular demand, people have been sending messages that Iyanifa, there's some information about reincarnation that I'm not able to give in a space like this. So for those of you that will join the Ilela, in our community, we'll talk about reincarnation in depth, like break it down to how you are able to use it in this lifetime, how you are able to recognize what you're doing, how you are doing it, how you are able to spiritually connect with that person you are reincarnating, if you know what I mean, and you're able to directly receive information from them as to, this is what I did in the previous life that I didn't do right, this is how I want to correct it, this is where I stop, this is how to continue. Those tiny bits of details, Odù Ifá will not be able to give that to you explicitly. You will not be able to, not that Odù Ifá will not be able to give it to you. You will not be able to pull that out of it explicitly in real time. But when you are taught how to connect with that ancestor, how to be able to move through the membrane between this life and the other life, you are able to, they are able to freely communicate with you. You are also able to freely communicate with them. All of that, we're going to have that in our Ile Awo, and it's also going to come in form of a book that you can continue reading and read to your children, but is within the community. Don't forget that it will be only accessible within the community. It's not going to be a physical book that will be dropped on your shelf. It's going to be accessible as a virtual book that you cannot download, that you cannot screenshot. It is information of our, so it's just there for you to access it every time you log in into the website of the Ile Ella's, the Ile Ella website. Once the website is on, before our first meeting, I will let you know. Did you hear that part? When the website is on, before our first meeting. Wow. I know in your spirit you're like, oh. And do you still love me with what I said? Do I have a choice is not the answer. Do you still love me? If you still love me, you say, oh, I still love you. If you don't love me, you say, I don't love you, but I don't have a choice. So which one is it? There's no choice. Wow. Oh. So I just gave him another assignment indirectly, and I looked at his face like just what I was saying 2 minutes ago. I just added one more website to the website is going to be, because Ileela came up this morning. Let me just tell you that after last weekend, it was this morning that I sat down with my ancestors on my bed and said, I'm ready to do it. And they gave me the name, Laaro Inoni. This his Alpha Blessing said, Royal Art, do you have a choice? He said he doesn't have a choice. So he's adding that to the several websites that he's building already. And he has to show up before that date. I don't know how he's going to do it. So many sleepless nights ahead of him. But last year, please, everybody drop a prayer in the comment section. Iwure in the comment section for Royal Arts. This person has been super, I don't know what to call it. But last year, Elédùmarè, ní ṣe lásán. Àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n máa dúró tì ẹ́ láṣẹ Elédùmarè. Ajé Ògúngúlùsọ onísọ òbòjì, ajé a máa fi kún yín lọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Elédùmarè. Kò wá síbẹ̀ ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó ní rókù ọmọ, ní gbọ́mọ sin, ní gbéyàwó sin. Nǹkan tẹ́ fi àárọ̀ ọjọ́ yín kó jọ láṣẹ Elédùmarè, ní fàlẹ́, ní fi dànù. Orí ògbọ́n dànù lọ́wọ́ yín láṣẹ Elédùmarè. Iṣẹ́ ẹrú mọlẹ̀ táwájìjọ ń ṣe èrè la máa rí níbẹ̀ ọ láṣẹ Elédùmarè. Àṣẹ. On behalf of the entire team here, to you and every other person, ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. So we're going to have that. So immediately we get that. Royal Art, ní ṣe lásán. His Alpha Blessing said, ní ṣe lásán. You can read the comment section, right? They are praying for you. Wọ́n ti ń ṣe àṣẹ. To get a copy of the sacred text of Ifá Ọ̀rọ̀ tí Olódùmarè ń sọ, the 16 Odù, put together by Iyanifa Ewa, go to the website ifacollect.ng and let's start reading. This is the text that we use every morning on Ase For Today. If you are joining us for the first time, every weekday, Mondays to Friday, we are here 6 a.m. Nigerian time on the program that we have titled Ase For Today, where we read the Odù Ifá for each day. We start by reading the Yoruba version, translated to English. The lessons and the blessings of that Odù we extract is application of that ese in our modern day life. We break it down. How do we apply it to our modern day life? In money, in career, relationships, personal growth, spiritual life, parenting, relationships, every beautiful thing. And we conclude it with the Iwure, the prayer, both in Yoruba and English. So that's the reason you should buy this. So head over to the website ifacollect.ng and you will get a copy of this and all the other books we have. All the other books. Our book, ԻŞÄÉ, the spiritual technology that connects you from the physical life to the spiritual life so that you can effect changes in your life. ԻŞÄÉ is also on the website. And then we have our beautiful books for our children, Ase For Today for children. This is for children aged 7 to 11. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Age 7 to 11. This is for teenagers age 12 and above. This is for your teenagers. And this is for children age 3 to 6. Yes. Age 3 to 6. Age 3 to 6. Age 3 to 6. This is for children age 3 to 6. So you can grab everything on the website, ifacollect.ng. You will see Ase For Today for kids. I'll be Ase For Today. Very website. It's written Ase For Today. So you find that there. You find the Bashe book there. And then you find the sacred text of Ifá also on the website. The form for Ileela is on the home page of the website too. It's also in the link. It's also in the bio of the TikTok channel. The TikTok channel is on the bio. It's on the home page of the website. It will also be in the description box of this video if you are catching a replay of it. So you fill the forms and get in there. And Elédùmarè Ọba Aláàánú, a dúpẹ́ fẹ́ni. We are grateful for today. If you have any question that I have not answered, please drop your questions in the comment section. So like I said, subsequently as we go during our teaching, comment section will be turned off until it's time for interaction so that there will be no distractions and we can all focus. You understand? This is not a marketplace where everybody can just talk every time. Let's maintain decorum. When I was younger, it sounded like big English. Decorum. It Instead of them to say, let's be quiet, let's be orderly, let's maintain decorum. Decorum. So me too, I'm now adult, I can use the word decorum. So we are maintaining decorum here right now as we do. And thank you very much for participating. If you have any questions, any question before we make our Iwure and we head over to tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be live 6 a.m. Nigerian time. Check what the time zone is for you. I think that will be 1 a.m. for those of you on the EST. 6 a.m. Nigerian time. 6 a.m. Nigerian time tomorrow for Ase For Today. In absence of questions, I don't think there is any question. Let's make our Iwure and round off. You don't want me to take that thing from you, do you? No, you don't. Let's make our Iwure and round off. Is it possible to happen in this life as a female and reincarnate as a male in the next life? Okay. So you see that part of it. When you are reincarnating, I think I said it last week, you are reincarnating a spirit. You are not reincarnating somebody's body. You are reincarnating a spirit. Spirit is what you reincarnate, and spirit doesn't have gender. Is that okay? It's just physical body that has gender. Spirit does not have gender. So it doesn't have anything to do with gender at all. It doesn't have anything to do with gender. The only hierarchy of spirit expression that is purely gender-based is àwọn Yami. So when àwọn Yami are reincarnating, they will always reincarnate in female body because it is gender-based. But every other spirit form that is existing is not gender-based. It is not gender-based. So the ancestor you are reincarnating might have happened in life, previous life, as a male, and the person is reincarnating. They are reincarnating through the person that they know can handle it. Now, take me for instance. If you interact with me, if you look at me, if you study me, you look at the way I do things, this human life would classify it as masculine. If people are supposed to break down my experience, the way I'm happening in this life, under masculine and feminine, I am happening in this life more as masculine than as feminine in this life. So when you find out the ancestors that I'm reincarnating, you will not be surprised to find out that most of them are male. They experience life in their first time as men, as the male gender. But they are reincarnating in my body right now in a female gender. So you find out that the things that I am doing and the way that I'm choosing to express myself in life kind of looks like that. You get, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm female in this life. And it doesn't change the fact that I can choose to balance the energy of masculine and feminine in my human expression in this life. Where is the iPad? There was a part of it. There was a part of it that talked about that. How did I skip it? Thank you for this question. The person that brought up this question. There was a part of it that I had mentioned, one question that somebody asked. Somebody had asked a question about it. The person asked a question, okay. How do spirits connect? No. How do Egbe reincarnate? No. Deja vu. There was a question that somebody has asked me. That means I didn't answer it here. Okay, yes. The person has asked, as a reincarnated soul, how do we live in this life? As a reincarnated soul, how do we live in this life? Let me just quickly talk about that. Now that you know who you are, the question becomes, how do I live? You live differently than the people around you who have not done this work before. You live on a longer horizon, on a higher horizon. First, you know yourself. You have done your Itefa, your Ifa divination has talked about who you are reincarnating, how you are reincarnating. You go through the process with your Babalawo and your Iyanifa. You sit with Ifa, you get the answer, who you are, what is your Ayomo, what is your Kadara, who are you reincarnating as. That's not optional, that's the foundation. Now, the next step is that you now live into your Ori, not against it. Ifa tells you that you are reincarnating to repair something that is broken. You don't spend your life building new things or ignoring the things that is broken around you. You spend your time teaching, healing, building, rebuilding, mending the things that are already in this life. Then you make decisions that are long-term You make decision with long-term perception in your mind. Every choice you make will echo that you are coming from reincarnation. If you hurt somebody, you will meet them again. If you have betrayed a trust, you will come back into this life. You have come back into this life to restore it. If you broke a covenant in the lifetime, you will come back into this life to restore that covenant and to fulfill it. It's not a punishment. It's just a structure. Then you also learn the Ewas, the taboos of this your current existence. It usually is wrapped around things that you mistakenly did in your lifetime, in your past life that affected you. And then, thank you. And then, like I said, you learn to connect with those spirits. The spirit and the energies that you are reincarnating. And then as you are going through reincarnation, you also learn how to balance life. Your reincarnation is there, beautiful, great, but you also learn how to balance your human existence with it. That's one thing that I struggled with a lot. Sincerely speaking, I just want to do the work I have to do here. I don't want to care about people. I don't want to know people. People should just carry their drama and go. Let me just face what I have to do and go. Once I do what I have to do, bring the book. Bring one of the books. Just bring one. Just one. Take, for instance, this is what I have to do. I just want to do it, write it, publish it, print it, give it to the rest of the world and let them be doing their thing. You people should go and, I just want to be able to do my thing here. That was me embodying so much of my spiritual self to a point where I am able to completely separate from the rest of this human life and just do my thing. But life does not happen like that. It doesn't exist like that. You don't exist in a spiritual isolation. You're a balance of both sides. So I had to learn, and I am still learning a whole lot. In fact, I still have a whole lot to learn when it comes to that, which is one of the reasons that I delayed Iliela up until this point. Because I just want to, I want to be able to close this phone and not see all of you again. Just go into my life, continue the next book I'm writing, continue to build the next course, continue to do the next thing that Ori is asking me to do. And I come here, I deliver it to you. Wait, that's the way I want to happen in this life, but that's not the way it is. It's a balance of physical and spiritual. So if you are reincarnating a lot of male, the people that the person you are reincarnating, the energies you are reincarnating is a lot of male-dominated energy, and you are reincarnating them in a physical, feminine body, female body, you need to be able to balance that side. Your Egbe will show up for you to help you to balance it. Your Ori will show up for you to help you to balance that side. People will come into your life to help you balance that side. I've had such people. Some of them, I shut them out of my life because I saw what they were trying to do. I ran them off. I always do that. I run them off. The moment I see that you're trying to do, you have to be feminine. And you have to, my dear, as far as I'm concerned, you're a red flag. You're a waste of time. So the time I'm supposed to be working, I'll now sit down and be doing, oh babe, please can you help me pick the remote? Kilo show. Or you're like, oh babe, please, I need this thing. They forgot. Oh babe, please, I told you last week. What's wrong with me just fixing that thing immediately? Babe, I've asked you once. 2 minutes later, you have not done it. I've done it. I've moved. I'm not angry. I've just moved. No, you cannot do that. You have to let a man be. I don't want to hear it. I run. See, the number of people that have come into this life of me to help me with those things that I've run off, I just run them off. I beg, just go. Or I'm trying to do something, and you say Elédùmarè is sent you to my life to help me. Then I sit down with you and I say I want to write this book, and you're like, okay, we'll talk about it. And I'm asking you, when are we going to talk about it? Let's fix November 20. November 20. Do you know which month we are now? April. You are fixing November. Marticle 20. I will have written 20 of these. I don't. But you should just be calm, allow people to help you. I'm already looking for how to be able to do it myself. I just want to do it and get on with it. Like, we don't have to put karamo into it. It doesn't have to be a drama. We don't have to do parana over it. Do it, move. Deliver it to the hands of the people that need it. Bring the next one. Do you know how many things are still on left here? But I learned that you have to balance both sides. You have to balance both sides. That's hard for me though. Like, it's really hard for me. But I've met people in this life that has just helped me. Kabisi has helped me a lot with that. I've had friends that has helped me. One of them just popped on my live streaming right now. Odù Ifá pelumi, Oluwambe pelumi, Eshe goni, thank you. Those are friends that have been able to just help me to just pause, you know. You're talking to your friend and your friend is just looking at you like this. I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, I don't like, just relax. I don't want to say anything. I just want to look at you. But I've just learned, you know, to just balance that side. Every time my friend picks up the phone to tell me, oh my God, you look so beautiful. It helps me look at myself in the mirror the next time and say, someone can be fine like this. If you met me when I was younger and you see me now, you know that one t-shirt, one jeans and face cap with short hair. I don't have time to go and sit down in salon. A pair of shorts and a t-shirt, we are gone. No? You now go and sit down in salon. You now be doing the hair for 10 hours. Kilo shelle. What was wrong? What happened? What are you trying to prove? You sit down, you do makeup. This is the way I was before now. I don't understand. Why? Why are you wasting that time and that money? Why? What is the fruit of that experience you are going through? You're going for skincare. They will now polish your skin. Ogbeni, kilo she konkwanto she. What's wrong with sponge and soap in your house? That was me. That was me. Because I was thinking about the work I had to do. Even as a child, my spirit knew that there was something. My dad used to tell me that, why are you always in a hurry? Why are you always rushing? And the beautiful part of it is that no matter how much of a rush and hurry I am, I still get things done and I get it done right. I'm not part of the people that rush and hurry and then make mistakes. No. You are slowing down, you are walking. I'm rushing, I'm seeing the things you cannot see. Ask the guys that work with me. I'm the one that will still see that thing that you did not see. I'm still the one that is rushing. You are the one that is calming down. It's just the way I'm happening in life. But like I said, you learn to balance both sides. I've learned to balance both sides. I've learned to pause and live through life, like to actually enjoy life. I've learned to, you know, just enjoy that I am in a female body. What does it come with? I'm not there yet. So on a scale of 1 to 100, I'm probably on, let me give myself enough credit. I'm probably on 27. And that's not a pass mark. I'm still learning. I'm still struggling with it. I still don't want to do it. I still want to just be 100% spirit being and just live like that. But then I've learned that physical human life and human beings, even if they don't have sense, they are still good people. They're still nice people. You can still enjoy life with them. You know, they will mess up once in a while, but they are still people. They still love you, even though they are messing up. That's hard to understand for somebody that is predominantly spiritual. That's hard to understand, because in spirit world, right, loyalty and consistency goes hand in hand, which is why you find that so many people cannot truly exist in a spiritual environment, because they want to tell you that, but I'm just human now. That mistake I made. Spirits don't. Have you ever wondered now? Have you ever wondered why spirits don't take that excuse of, I'm just human now is a mistake? They don't take it every time. They give you one warning. The second time, there are consequences. They will forgive you, but there are consequences. Look at life. Look around. But we are human. They should be able to understand that we are human. So why are there consequences when we do things? That's the spiritual telling you that on this side, consistency matters. So for somebody like me, I want people to be, my staff that work with me will tell you that. They do wonderful, sorry, that was an error. They do wonderful things. The day they don't do it well, the way I come for them, they'll be like, but why can't you think of every other time I did it well? Every other time you did it well is not going to fix this. The consequences that is coming with this is still going to play in our face. We are still going to have to clean up this mess, even though you have done it excellently every 100 times. That's just the way spirit works. That's the way spirituality works. It's just the way it works. And for people that are majorly on that realm, consistency is what you work in, which is why you find it really challenging to look at human beings in their inconsistent state and make sense out of it. I don't know. When people do good things around me, beautiful, wonderful things, you can ask the people around me, I will commend you. For that little thing you did, I will commend you. I will celebrate you. I see it. But the moment is this side. Kabiyesi said something a few days ago. He said, you and that guy, you all are made for each other. Like, you guys are just made for each other. The way you do, I cannot understand this. You guys just match each other. He was speaking about one of my staff. You guys are made for each other, because I don't understand. If you see us in 1 minute, you will think we'll never work together again. It's a lie. It's a lie. I'm still going to call you the next minute and say, let's go and have a drink. We are still going to work together. There's nothing anybody can do about it. That's the way life is. So I am also learning. I'm also learning how to happen in this life with a balance between both sides. So as I'm learning, I'm teaching you. Some of you are way better than me when it comes to balancing spiritual and physical. Kabiyesi brought a lot of that balance for me. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that bad. It's not that deep. Just do it. Human beings are not that bad. Just do it, So that's the balance that comes. So as you are, if the energy that is, or the spirit, or the person that you are reincarnating, or that is reincarnating through that part of your life is masculine and you are female in this life, a lot of balance is needed for you particularly. A lot of balance. So, and if you happen to meet such people in life, it's not like we are proud. It's not like we are just trying not to be feminine. It's not like we are deliberately doing this thing. It is because the energy that we are happening with in this life is just more of the opposite of what our physical body is saying. I know that already. So when you walk into my space, I want to be in charge. I want to be authority. I want to have the last word. I want to make the decisions. I want to set the tone. I just want to be able to do these things that people think that is masculine, like a man is the one that is supposed to do it. Is because what the energies that I'm reincarnating, the person or people that I'm reincarnating happened in this life as men of authority, like not just ordinary men of high authority. Men that had power in the sense of it. And then I'm now in life as a female. You see how hard that can be for a lot of people? Very challenging. But then we're doing it, and we're grateful to the people around us who understand that and who help us, to learn, to improve every day, to get better every day, because it's not easy. Just know that it's not, So, Maddie, I hope I've been able to answer your question, and that wraps up today. We have finished the live streaming for today. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow on 6 a.m. at 6 a.m. Nigerian time on the program Ase For Today. Make sure you bring your book along with you, virtually or physically. Make sure you have a copy of the sacred text of Ifa, as we're going to use it every day, Mondays to Fridays during the week. We're finally getting to 100 episode. Episode, what was our last episode? 7. So that means we have had 93. We have had 93 episodes of Ase for Today. So 7 more episodes and we'll have 100 episodes of Ase for Today. Like, something awesome is, first was 26, 30. So, and this one is 7. So that means we have 93. Yeah, 93. So we have 7 more episodes to reach 100. So if we stream every day throughout next week, we would have 5, and then it will be Monday, Tuesday. If you don't skip any episode, it's going to be Tuesday, the upper week. We're going to get to 100 episodes, and it's going to be an amazing day that day. I promise you guys something. If anybody can come to me and say, Iyanifa, I have not missed any of the 100 episodes, even if I miss it in real time, I go back to catch a replay, and you are able to, you are not coming here to lie to me. Are you able to answer questions based on it? I just might have a gift for you, and that gift might just include going on a trip to me somewhere. You never can tell. Even me, I don't know, but we're going to hit 100 episodes and it's going to be amazing. For those that started with us on that first day, for the people that believed in me, for the people that encouraged me when I started, for my children that wake up every morning to be here, even though they are not supposed to, wake up at that time. They don't go to regular school, so they can start their classes at 9. For members of my staff that have to cut short their sleep, that they did not sleep, they were working all through the night, and then they still have to cut short that little sleep just to show up. For you that are the other end, as you are driving your kids to school or you are driving to work, you are listening to Ase for Today in the background, in your kitchen while you are making breakfast. Some of you, you don't have anything to hurry to go and do. You just wake up at that time. Some of you are on the EST time zone, and other time zone is usually midnight or 1 a.m. and you still show up. I am super, super grateful. The Erumoles are grateful that we are doing this. Ifa is grateful that we are doing this. Your ancestors are grateful that you are a part of this big thing. Yes. You're a part of this big thing. In our lifetime, we will hit 1,000 episodes, and it will be like, wow. Ase for Today will go beyond just streaming on social media. It will be on the mainstream media. It will be in places. It will be in different languages, and all of us will remember that it started with us, and we are super grateful. Eshegoni Adupe, I am so grateful. Somebody was talking about a question. If I haven't answered your question, please drop it now. If I've not answered your question, please drop it now. Please drop your questions. Drop your questions before we round off. We're having on May 27th, we're having the naming naming ceremony for our Ase Kids mascot. So those of you that have been, bring the Ase Kids book. So you see this girl, where is the guy? The boy is on the first one. This girl and this boy. The boy is on the first one, the children's one. No, this is the same one you are giving to me. That one, yes. So you see this boy and this girl. This boy and girl Ase. You see this boy and girl. You are going to be seeing them on your screen a lot. You are going to be seeing a lot of them on your screen, especially on the YouTube Kids. They're going to be having different series, different cartoon series that is purely for Ifa and Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. And we're going to be naming them, like having a naming ceremony for them, officially presenting them to the world with their names and what they represent. How old are they? What do they do? Why are they here? What's their mission in life? We have given birth to them, right? All of us, Labimo. We're going to be naming them. So on May 27th for kids, that's Children's Day, World Children's Day, we're going to be officially naming these beautiful characters. And I just want to say, for people that don't understand boundaries, these two, this boy and this girl, they are properties of Ifa College, trademarked and copyrighted to Ifa College in Nigeria, in the UK, and in the Madrid. The Madrid covers quite a number of countries. They have been trademarked and copyrighted there. Their names, their pictures, their logos, this name, Ase it is done, Ase it is done. That's their slogan. Everything has been copyrighted. Please, so don't say, I just saw it in Iyanifa's page and I liked it and I decided to use it. No, you cannot like it and decided to use it. It's a property, it's an intellectual property of an organization that is bigger than me. Share here. But you'll be seeing a lot of them. Those of you on my live streaming, you have been seeing them in motion-ready pictures, ready to entertain, teach, and guide your kids, right? So you'll be seeing a lot of them. Tell your children that they're about to put Cocomelon and Tom and Jerry at one side. All those of you that are scared that Mena, did you have to do that? Olori Mena, did you really have to do that? Did you have to do that? Those of you that are saying that, oh, we don't trust the children content, you don't trust the cartoon content that is going around, and that's the truth. There are lots of things that is hidden under children's content just to put certain information in the faces of our children. You can trust this. The Ashe boy and girl, you'll find out their name on May 27, sorry. They will be giving you pure Ifa and ÌṢÄШE content, pure content that cut across Iwakbele. You will be sure of the content that they will be putting out in your faces. So thank you so much. I mean, see them, beautiful them. Look at them with their hollow, their cowrie shell hollow, their aji hollow, and their Ase For Today glowing. What's that glowing thing? The glowing growing scroll. So many children being put into, so many things being put into children's content. I'm telling you, and you will never know. Because how many do you want to watch with them before they watch it? But this you can be sure of. Our beautiful mascots are going to be doing the right thing. They are Odù Ifá, and they'll be there in your faces and in the faces of your children to give them the right thing. And they will grow up. Oh. So when we gave birth to them, they were already 5 years old. We gave birth to them at age 5. Then they will grow to become age 7. Then they will become teenagers. You'll see them growing up right before our faces. Eshegoni Adupe. Auntie Kimi said, I predict Ashelina and Ashe Boy. What's the price? Oh, no. I can tell you for a fact that your prediction, prediction here, kò wọlé rárá. Kò wọlé. Try again later. The number you have called is not connecting. Try again later. But you will find out on the 27th. Thank you so much. It's been 4 hours of beautiful conversation here. Let's make our Iwure and round up. Where is everybody that is making Iwure here? Àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe àṣẹdà. The Ashe kids, where are they? Akọ́dà ayé àṣebà.
Ìbáṣẹ o.
Àṣebà tí wáyé ọjọ́.
Ìbáṣẹ.
Àṣebà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́ kárí ayé àṣebà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o.
Ìbáṣẹ o.
Òrán ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyà tí àṣebà ọba tó lọ kọrin kése. Ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé àṣebà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o.
Ìbáṣẹ o.
Lórí igun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tá ti ń pe Ifá, níbi tá ti ń pe àwọn ẹrú mọlẹ̀, àṣebà àwọn aláṣẹkù, àṣebà àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn fún wa aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o.
Ìbáṣẹ.
Ajagunmalé olúwo òdi ọ̀run àṣebà olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin àṣebà àṣebà yín tó dá kí n tó dá àṣebà wọn tó tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀ àṣebà yín ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ ẹ̀yin ìyá mi arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀ arógbaṣọ má bòtàn ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì ìjà ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òǹró ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà ẹ̀yin ajẹ̀fun èèyàn máyò ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó jábọ́ ẹ̀yin ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé abiyamọ ọ̀run àṣebà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ̀run ẹ̀yin ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ tó ń yọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́fìn ayé àṣebà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ̀run àṣebà ọ̀sá méjì àṣebà ọ̀sá ẹlẹ́yẹ àṣebà àwọn ọ̀yá òṣèré mọ̀nìgà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ̀run gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè láṣebà fún àṣebà forí adé aníkádé ó pẹ́ lórí kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ kí rùkẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ́ lọ́wọ́ káṣẹ́ pẹ́ lẹ́nu àní kí ìlú tẹ́ ẹ jókòó tẹ́ ẹ ń ṣèbàlẹ̀ lórí àní kó má torí yín tú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní kí bá wá ṣẹ ọ. àwọn lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè àṣèbà fún yín o àṣèbà ẹ̀yin aláṣẹ èkejì òòṣà àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ.
ìbáṣẹ o.
Ajíbọ́lá mi ò gbódò ọ̀rà mo ṣèbà Ajíbọ́lá mo ṣèbà ẹ̀dán mo ṣèbà ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní mo ṣèbà ohun tó ń gbé nínú ilé ńlá tí ń fọhùn mo ṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. gbogbo ọmọlé Ajíbọ́lá mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ mo ṣe ogbó ẹ̀dán mo ṣe ogbó alàwòrò lótùfẹ́ mo ṣe ogbó kọrin kése mo ṣe ayé tó tó ayé àkámọ́ra mo ṣe ayé tó tó fún gbogbo wa nínú ilé Ajíbọ́lá Pẹ̀rẹ̀lú tòṣùgbó ni mo kí gbogbo àwọn olúwo ẹ̀yin olúwo mi àsápè ọlà ẹ̀yin alábẹ́nú àsá sí kábíyèsí ògbé màálù mi tiwotiwo mo ṣèbà ẹ̀yin ìyá àbíyè lékeléke gbàràdà mọ́dà àbíyè ẹ̀yin ìyá ayé ẹ̀yin ìyá inú ilé ẹ̀yin abiyamọ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó jábọ́ ẹ̀yin ṣío ẹ̀yin ìyá funfun mo ṣèbà yín mo ní kí bà wá ṣẹ ọ.
ìbáṣẹ.
gbogbo balógun gbogbo lísà gbogbo apènà látòkèdókè láì dápá kan sí Pẹ̀rẹ̀lú tòṣùgbó mo ṣèbà mo ní kí bà mí ṣẹ ọ.
ìbáṣẹ o.
lọ́mọdé lágbàlagbà lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbóhùn mi mo ṣèbà orí mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá yín mo ní kí bà mí ṣẹ ọ.
ìbáṣẹ.
gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tírúnmọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire mú la ṣèbà àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀ṣẹ̀ fún lẹ́ni aníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà kọ́ má dà sí wa lára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ.
àṣèbà Ifá àṣeyé ìpà Ifá o àṣeyé ìpà Ìkìn àṣeyé ìpà Odù àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn babaláwo gbogbo Iyanifa bàbá lórìṣà ìyá lórìṣà àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí àwọn oníṣègùn àwọn eléwé ọmọ àwọn lẹ́kùnlẹ́jà àṣèbà àwọn eléré àṣèbà bàbá ẹgbẹ́ ìyá ẹgbẹ́ àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀ lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ.
ìbáṣẹ o.
àwọn bàbá àtìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tó wá sáyé àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú wa àtàwọn tó ti rebi àgbáre àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run àṣèbà bọ̀rọ̀ kíní ayé bọ̀rọ̀ kíní ọ̀run àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. àṣẹ músòmúsò ẹgbẹ́ o àṣẹ àkíyèká ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. mo ṣèbà ẹgbẹ́ tèmi gangan mo ṣèbà ẹgbẹ́ alára agbó mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ìyá mẹ́ta níbi tí mo ti ṣẹgbẹ́ lọ́tún níbi tí mo ti ṣẹgbẹ́ lósì mo ṣèbà mo ní kí bà wá ṣẹ ọ.
ìbáṣẹ o.
lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé la ti ṣèbà àti wọlé Ifá lẹ́nu àti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Ifá àní ṣe lásán ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá tá a kọ́ lẹ́ni kò ní gbé tí ọ̀tún wọlé kó gba tòsí jáde o.
àṣẹ wà.
á dénú wa báyìí á di ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ wà.
kò wá sí bẹ́ẹ̀mi àti yín ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó Ifá máa gbè wá ni o kò sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ lórí ìpẹ́ yìí tó ìṣẹ̀ṣe á máa gbè wá ni kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀mi àti yín ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó àní tàpá sífá àní tàpá sí ìṣẹ̀ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n máa wò wá ní àrídùnnú àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn fún wa wọ́n á máa wò wá ní àrídùnnú lórí iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. irúnmọlẹ̀ àwa gbè wá o àwọn tó láyé á gbè wá o àwọn tó nílẹ̀ á gbè wá o Odù Ifá á gbè wá o ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá àwọn aláṣẹkù wọn á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o.
ọ̀la lọ́jọ́ ajé ògúngúlú sọ oníṣọ̀ bòjì á dúró ti èmi àti yín.
àṣẹ o.
àní tàràkà nílé ayé o.
àṣẹ.
gbogbo nǹkan tí gbogbo ajé tó ti kọ mọ́ wa àwa la máa lò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. nínú ìrọ̀rùn òun la ti máa mówó jáde nínú owó ta máa mú ọlá jáde nínú ọlá ọwọ́ wa ò ní kàn sàlẹ̀ àpò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní àpò ṣàṣàmùrà ò kì í gbẹ àpò èmi àti yín ò ní gbẹ fowó kò ní gbẹ fọ́lá kò ní gbẹ fọ́là láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní àtọ̀tún àtòsí báyìí lẹ́yẹlé fi ń kóre wá ire owó ire ọlá ire ọlà òun ló máa kó wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o.
iṣẹ́ tá a máa ṣe owó tá a máa gbà tó máa di ẹ̀gbin sí wa tó máa di wàhálà àti ìdààmú Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ ká bá wọn gbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o.
iṣẹ́ kékeré báyìí owó ńlá ni atajere atawarawara lájẹ́ àfi tiwa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o.
àwa lájẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ni àní lájẹ́ lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o.
gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa báyìí ire ló máa já sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o.
gbogbo bá a ṣe ń ṣe á máa dùn fún wa ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo bá a ṣe ń mu á máa dún fún wa ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ Elédùmarè á máa bá wa múṣẹ. wọ́n ní rọ́lá ń pa Elédùmarè ló ń sọ di òótọ́ Elédùmarè á máa sọ gbogbo iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa báyìí á máa sọ ọ́ di òótọ́ ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o.
níbi gbogbo tá a bá wá wà wọ́n ní ire báyìí òun lójú owó ń rí, ire lójú wa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ.
ire lójú owó ń rí, ire lójú wa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo ibi tá a bá wá lọ ẹ̀yọ́nú Elédùmarè, ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn òrìṣà, ẹ̀yọ́nú ọmọ ènìyàn òun la máa bá pàdé ńbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n níjọ́ tó rí bá fojú kọ ọ̀run ìjọ́ yẹn ló ń yọ́ kọ́mọ aráyé máa yọ́nú sí wa. ìṣọkùnrin ni ìṣobìnrin ni ọmọdé ni àgbà ni dúdú ni funfun ni lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni amọ́niṣe ni afàìmọ́niṣe ni oṣoolé ni àjẹlé ni aṣeni tán bá ni dárò ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀yọ́nú wọn làwa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwa níríjà ayé o, àwọn tó ń jí ayé wọn ò ní kọ̀dí àìmọ̀ṣe sí wa o, àní taṣọ àgbàmọ́lẹ̀ àní bí aráyé nínú. wọ́n ní kò sí bọ́mọdé ṣe máa jẹ̀kọ́ tí ò ní ra lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ibi tá a bá ti ṣẹ̀, tá a bá ti ṣìwí, tá a bá ti ṣìwí, tá a bá ti ṣìrìn sí, wọ́n á máa foríjì wá ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní tá a bá fi ọ̀bẹ báyìí tá a bá fi géṣu a máa ń foríjì ọ̀bẹ ni. àwọn tó láyé á foríjì wá, àwọn tó nílẹ̀ á foríjì wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ire ló máa yọrí sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní obì ló ní kémi àti yín, obì ló bí kú, obì ló ń bí àrùn, obì á bí kú fún wa, obì á bí àrùn lórí èmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní bá wọn kánjú kú, àní fọjọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ lọ. kò wá sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ nílé ayé yìí tó èmi àti yín ò ní lóko ọmọ lọ́rùn, àní fọwọ́ ara wa gbọ́mọ sí, àní wọn sàárè àwọn ọmọ wa, ẹrù tálábíàmọ yìí tú wọn ní gbé wákẹ́mi àti yín mọ́lé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. obì ló ń bí àrùn, àrùn kéré àìsàn kéré ó tóbi ni, ó gbóògùn ni kò gbóògùn ni, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi kankan nú ẹ̀ ṣe wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fọmọ, ọmọ ò ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kò wá sí bí a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó kókókó báyìí lára ọ̀tá máa ń le kókókó lára wa máa le. àjíǹde ara àjíǹde ẹ̀mí òun lèmi àti yín á máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ṣan ara wa bá wa jà, wọn ò ní fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara wa bá wa jà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. orógbó ló ní ká gbó, òun ló ní ká tọ́, òun ló ní ká fèrègì jòbì, èmi àti yín á wá gbó àwa tọ́, àfọwọ́ báyìí á fi pa eérú, àfèrègì jòbì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwa ní bá wọn dàgbà ya o, kò sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó wọn ò ní fi wá dààmú àwọn ọmọ wa. àní dàgbàlagbà tó ń gbé jáde tó ń gbé wọlé nínú ìlera pípé, nínú ọlá, nínú ọlà, òun la fi máa lo àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọ̀rọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́, tá à ń ṣe làálàá kòókùn jọ̀ọ́jọ̀ lórí wọn, ẹ̀gúsí là ń ṣẹ́ báyìí o, ìjọ́ tó bá jiná kò ní kan lẹ́nu wa, ìjọ́ tó bá jiná kò ní kan lẹ́nu wa, kò ní gbóná jù, kò ní tutù jù, á jèrè àwọn ọmọ yẹn lójú ẹ̀mí wa, àwọn ọmọ wa máa dirun, wọ́n á digba, wọ́n á débi gíga láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kò wá sí o báwọn ọmọ wa ṣe lè ṣoríire tó, ìjọ́ nǹkan ẹ̀yẹ wọn wọn ò ní fẹ́ lòmíì ṣe wa, wọn ò ní dìde ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wa, ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ò ní gbà ṣe wa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo aláboyún tó diwọ́ disẹ̀ sínú ẹ̀ẹ́rùre ẹ̀ẹ́sọ̀rẹ́ o, níjọ́ ìkúnlẹ̀ yín omi ò ní pọ̀ jù, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò ní pọ̀ jù, omi ò ní ṣaláìtó, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò ní ṣaláìtó, àní gbálàyè jáde nínú òkú, àní gbòkú jáde nínú alàyè láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn tó láyé á dúró tì yín, àwọn tó nílẹ̀ á dúró tì yín, gbogbo ẹni tó róyún ní yín báyìí dandan ni kó rọ́mọ lẹ́yìn yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn ọmọ yẹn á wá dirun, wọ́n á digba, wọ́n á dàgbà, wọ́n á jó lórúkọ, wọ́n á bá wa jókòó, wọ́n á bá wa ṣe, wọ́n á múnú wọn dùn, wọ́n á di àwọn ọmọ tí àwọn èèyàn fi ń tọrọ ọmọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ọ̀sẹ̀ dá mú yìí ọ̀sẹ̀ ire ló máa jẹ́, ọ̀sẹ̀ ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́, ọ̀sẹ̀ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà ló máa jẹ́. kò síbi tẹ́ ẹ bá wà wọ́n nínú gbólórógbó wà, ọmọ aráyé ń lànà kan ni, ọmọ aráyé á lànà re kò ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo àwa tá à ń wọlé tá à ń jáde nínú ọkọ̀ ni, lórí ọ̀kadà ni, lórí omi ni, nínú atẹ́gùn, nínú òfurufú ni, ògúnláka yóò ṣe ìmọ̀lẹ̀ kò ní fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa wẹ̀. ìjọ́ tẹ́bí bá ń pa ọ̀nà, ìjọ́ tóògùn bá ń fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ èèyàn pa títì láró, èmi àti yín ò ní bá wọn ra ìfẹsẹ̀ sí nígbà ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
ẹ mọ̀ ṣàṣẹ o.
àmọ́ pa àwọn kan jókòó sínú òkùnkùn òkùnkùn tó ń ta ọfà sínú ìmọ́lẹ̀ tá a bá rẹ́nikẹ́ni tó ní ó kù bí tẹ́ ẹ bá gbé gbà ó kù bí tẹ́ ẹ máa gbé gbà lójú ẹ̀mí wọn ẹ̀ gbé débi gíga lọ́lá àwọn tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ ìní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè èyí tó bá wá ní kò ní ṣojú òun dandan ni kó ṣẹ̀yìn wọn wọ́n á jẹun láyé báyìí wọ́n á lọ ṣanwó lọ́rùn ẹ̀yin lẹ máa jàkàrà wọn ẹni tó bá ní ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire nílé ayé tẹ́ ẹ wáyé ẹ máa ṣe tiwọn mọ́ ti yín ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní láàárín pèrègùn báyìí ni màrìwò tí ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ̀ ròde láàárín ọ̀wọ́n àtayín òun lẹ ti máa débi gíga lẹ máa gun bí gíga láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn tó láyé á kún yín lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó nílé á kún yín lọ́wọ́ ẹni tẹ́ ẹ máa ṣẹ̀ tí ò ní dáríjì ní orí àtẹlẹ́dàá yín ò ní gbé yín kó wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo babaláwo Ìyánífà bàbá lóríṣà ìyá lóríṣà àpẹtẹ bí oníṣègùn eléwé ọmọ bàbá ẹgbẹ́ ìyá ẹgbẹ́ ni àwọn lẹ́kúnlẹ́jà ní gbogbo àwa tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrún mọlẹ̀ àní fọmọ ṣiṣẹ́ o àní fara wa ṣiṣẹ́ o àní fọkọ ṣiṣẹ́ o iṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ́dùmarè ti parí iṣẹ́ táwọn ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ tó ti yọ́nú sí òun ló máa gbé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn ẹlẹ́rù ńláńlá ló máa gbé wá o irọ́ là ń pa Elédùmarè ọba òkè ló lóòótọ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè á máa sọ̀rọ̀ wa á máa sọ di òótọ́ gbogbo bá a ṣe ń já ewé ewé á máa jẹ́ fún wa bá a ṣe ń lọ egbò egbò á máa jẹ́ fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹbọ á máa fín ẹbọ wa á máa dà á máa darí oore wa á máa darí ìbànújẹ́ jìnnà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn tó láyé ò ní dà sí wa lára o àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ò ní dà sí wa lára àwọn tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ òní wọn ò ní dà sí wa lára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní àwùṣẹ ní tifá wọ́n ní àfọ̀ṣẹ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà wọ́n ní àbátálágẹmọ bá dá lòrìṣà òkè nígbà mo dẹ̀ máa ń sọ fún yín pé ọmọ alágẹmọ mẹ́rìndínlógún lè ní ó di dandan pé ìta bá rí kó ṣẹ torí pé wọ́n ní pé yín iwájú bá dín ẹran báyìí tèrìgì ń gbà á nì àwọn tó láyé wọ́n ti gba ìta wílé nì àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ti gba ìta wílé nì wọ́n ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ. Ifá ó bá wa ṣe k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe a ní kífá ó bá wa ṣe k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe Ifá bá wa ṣe o Elédùmarè á bá wa ṣe àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn wọ́n á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ. Thank you so much for staying in today. Babalawo Oluwanbe Pelumi, Afro Films Media. I'm super grateful for your support. I'm grateful for the gift. Babalawo Ifatukasi, I saw you when you came into Ise Goni Adupe. I'm honored to have you here. Gbogbo àwọn kábíyèsí lọ́balọ́ba tó wà níbí, I see you. Àwọn olórí tó wà níbí, I see you. Olórí Mena, ẹ bá wa kí gbogbo wọn láàfin o. I am grateful and honored to have you here. Isafa Blessing, thank you so much for your participation. Iyanifa Honey láti Belgium, Iyanifa gbogbo Europe pátápátá, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ ṣé. Gbogbo àwọn tí mi ò rántí láti dárúkọ wọn, thank you so much for being here. Ìyá Ọ̀ṣun, ẹ ṣé gan ni o, ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ á gbé gbogbo wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Títí ọ̀la tá tún máa pàdé lórí ètò Àṣẹ for Today. Èmi ni tí ní tòótọ́, ọbabìnrin Abúbánkẹ́fà tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Iyanifa Ewa. Mo ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ẹ̀yin la máa bá, àwa náà lẹ máa rí. Until tomorrow when I will join you, when I will come your way again on another episode of Ase For Today on our TikTok channel Ifa College and our YouTube channel Iyanifa Ewa TV. I remain yours in the love of Ifa, Iyanifa Ewa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. I will see you tomorrow. Just in case you have not seen a fine girl today, please screenshot this screen because what's going on here? Just look at me. No, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Like the skin is skinny, the teeth is white and sharp, even my eyeglasses gone almost in there. My hair is popping, my dress is fine and simple and is white. So just do screenshots. Elédùmarè ọba, ìwọ tó fún ọmọbìnrin lẹ́wà tó báyìí. Don't pass me by. Àwọn kan nu yẹn ti ugly ní ayé kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe sí. Ẹ má worry. You have passed the battle of ugliness. Ẹ má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. But we love you. I love you too. WhatsApp number is posted on your screen. I just want to just appreciate myself today. Mo dẹ̀ ń bọ́ra mi nínú fọ́nrán látàárọ̀ pé ọmọ ló rẹwà báyìí. Your name is Kingsley. Kingsley, send the message to the WhatsApp number on the screen. But you see, as I'm fine like this, there are some people that when I see them, I will pay. why is there a woman in this life that is finer than me? One of them is Mena. Olórí Mena yẹn Ifádùnmádé. That woman is fine. Tó bá léèyàn rẹwà, woman yẹn fine. Kí ló dé? Thank God it's Kábíyèsí that is marrying her, because if it's another person, I will collect her from her husband, for my brother. But it's Kábíyèsí, we cannot collect wife of Kábíyèsí. Olórí Mena, ẹjọ ẹ fi ọlá beauty yẹn ẹ fi ran àwọn àtòkù, just share. If you take small and share to all of us, it will still reach you. You alone, front and back, skin, face. Come on, get out of here. What's wrong with you? Are you the only one? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? I'm beefing you. I'm really, every time I see a picture, what? How can somebody be fine like 200 people like this? It's too much for one person. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? And then the day she now, you know, some people are fine and they don't have, when they speak, they don't have sense. The day Mena spoke, I talk a lot and I speak with a lot of intelligence. And when people are speaking, I usually just feel like kill on so. But the day Olórí Mena spoke, oh God just Olódùmarè sat down and just decided to mold some people in that. But me too, I'm still fine. Me too, I'm intelligent. She cannot take that away from me. She cannot. She cannot come out of her palace into this palace and be doing kini for. But we appreciate you, Olórí Mena. Help us greet everybody in the Kábíyèsí's kingdom there. Pé Akínwọn, wọn kú iṣẹ́ o, wọn ṣé gan ni o. Thank them for releasing you to be here. It's an honor to have you here. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Until tomorrow again, we love you and we will be here. Don't forget to click on the link in the bio. Click on the link in the bio. Click on that link in the bio and fill the form to join the Ile Ella, the House of Ella, the Temple of Ella. We now have our own official Ile. Congratulations to everybody that makes it possible. So don't forget, if you are catching a replay, every information you need is in the description box. You can head over to the website ifakole.ng. On the home page, you find the form, you find the books, you find the courses, and every other thing in between. Please, where is your Ile Ijuba? Where is it? The Ile, just fill the form in the bio. Go to the bio of that TikTok and fill the form. You get all the information you need there. We have closed for today. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Títí ọ̀la, ire báyìí òun la máa bára wa ṣe.